So like when you go from like HD, right, like 1080p, you just multiply it by 4 and it makes
And
the picture 4K, right?
it's called enhancing. They do it in all those movies.
Oh yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
CSI.
so if you have a let's say 480 image pixelated from a
Yeah,
distance, your
yeah,
face,
yeah.
all I gotta do is go put it through an 8K converter,
Naturally.
and then it will automatically know because it's just picture,
Yeah.
and it
All the
would make
data's there.
yeah, all the data is 100% there, and it will make your picture. You'll have details. You'll even
Incredible.
see the birthmarks.
The
Uh,
birthmarks.
yeah, you'll see the birthmarks
I don't
or
want to
those
see those.
poop marks.
Can I get if I put it in like a 4K upscaler, will it remove the birthmarks for
I
me?
wonder. No, you'd have to downscale. Downscale.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Hmm.
X Files enhance. I want to see if I can find that clip. It's one of my favorite clips.
Zoom in on a
Uh,
reflection kind of bullshit. Like
no, they say it. No, they say. She goes,
enhance.
"Can't you enhance this?" And he goes, "No, the resolution is what it is," like or something like that. He obviously
Yeah, we
says
can
it
make it
better,
blurry for
but he
you. That'd be
says
fun.
he says no, you can't. I can't do it. Go fuck yourself. I want to find that clip. It's like I think it's let's say enhance unblurry image dumb bitch Scully. I don't know. I can't remember. If I remembered her line, I could probably found the clip, but I can't. So fuck it. It happened though, I think.
I believe you.
It was a good oh man, I should watch X-Files again. I should there were like so many good episodes, but there are so many shit episodes. What's your favorite X-Files episode? It can't be the one with the incest.
I'm gonna be real with you. The last time I watched X Files, I was 8, I think.
Oh,
I don't
see,
remember much of the plot of any
hey,
of them.
that's only like season 2.
Yeah,
Oh.
none of it. I didn't.
Yeah,
I was like, when that show was big, I was like 9. Like
no,
I.
no, because me and you are the same age.
Sure.
It was big until we were like in freshman or sophomore.
No.
Yeah,
No way.
yeah, that's when it ended
It was
too.
still on the air when like Lost came out.
The law, yeah, I guess, yeah. Well, what
That's fucked up.
2002? No, yeah, it was because of season 9 ended when I was walking to school at that point.
Because I watched Lost, and
Freshman.
I was like, "This
I'll
is
say
cool." It
freshman.
reminds me of X Files, kind of.
I'll say freshman year. I could probably look this up to know, but I want to say freshman year.
I just didn't realize it'd been on that long. I just think I was
You
interested in
cheating
watching other
bastards.
things
Well,
at that point.
technically, it was on till 2018, but I'm not going to be a douche about that.
Was it because they did
They
some?
they made more seasons. They made 2
Yeah.
more seasons. 2002. So what would that make us?
Uh, okay, 3
Uh-huh.
plus 12, 15.
15. Okay. So 15. That's freshman almost.
Yeah, I didn't care about. I was too busy trying to look at girls' butts, man.
Dude,
Like I
even
didn't
had
watch.
Burt Reynolds in it. That was a good episode too. That's a good one too. That's a weird episode. I would say one of my favorites. It's hard to nitpick because the show's amazing. My favorite would be there's this one episode where David Duchovny's character Mulder like is always trying to watch porn, or at least in some degree. Like it's always referenced that he's just trying to jerk it, and they're
I
all
mean,
like
that's just
laying in the
normal.
bath together and shit.
Guys doing dude stuff,
No, so like they're both in bubble baths and they're like on the phone
jerking it in the
and
bubble
they're all
bath.
like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm watching, I'm reading, I'm doing this," but they're both in baths. Then Skinner calls. Is this still this is the show? What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? Skinner calls.
You know the part where we were talking about X Files
Yeah.
and how they like to masturbate.
So Skinner calls and they're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm having a bubble bath." And I was like, "There, whatever episode that is." Which, if you asked me 10 years ago, I could tell you the
Like
number and the
the last
title.
number, last episodes I watched still had the Man in Black.
Well, he was in all of it. He was
Uh,
up until season
no, he
18.
wasn't. They
Yeah,
switched him
yes.
out after a point. I did some
No, they didn't.
research.
He's in.
They had to
No,
replace him with another guy because he got killed in the show.
what are you talking about? You're talking about the cigarette smoking man?
The Black Man.
He dies in season which black man? Are you saying literal like Men in
The
Black
Man in
type of
Black
man?
who's a black man.
Well, he wasn't a good guy.
He was nebulously okay.
I mean, he wasn't even like that big of a character. I mean, he was kinda in a way. He was as much of a character as Deep Throat was.
Mm-hmm. Who he
So
replaced.
yeah, for
See,
season
that
2.
part of X-Files I know.
Yeah, because Deep Throat dies season 1. Spoiler. Then
What?
yeah, then he takes his spot, and then I think he goes away in season 2, and there's no replacement ever again. Maybe
Don't need
season
him.
3. I mean, yeah, they really didn't because Skinner was in play then, and he kind of was doing his bit a bit of covering shit up.
See if your GIF bot is working.
Oh, it's not. I didn't start it, but that's
You motherfucker.
better not stop. You
That's
better
not gift
not
bot, though.
cry.
You better not pout, because you can go fuck yourself.
Nice.
It was okay. That was, yeah.
I don't know.
Festive.
I don't know why I was doing that one, but I guess. Yeah, I did turn on Get Bot now though. I didn't realize I was doing something else.
thank
I
you.
was watching something this didn't look familiar. X-Files is. I wish they'd make a season 13.
Do they still need to make that show? Like, the real
Yes.
world is already now conspiracy town.
Well, there's a lot of fuckery with that show. There's
Could
some
we get
really
Tom
dumb plot holes.
DeLonge to be in new X-Files? And say it's part of his media empire, is like concept.
I don't know how it would feel with him being on it. I think it would be a laugh moment, but also like, oh, you just like shat in my show, man. I don't know if I'd
Yeah.
like it. I don't know if I could handle that.
Mulder walks up to me, he's like, Tom.
And they had Burt fucking Reynolds on it.
my
And I would get upset. I get upset
my,
about
my
Tom
favorite
DeLonge.
agent.
Well, no, actually, yes. Let's talk about that. It's like how that I would be mad because I was even more disgusted. I watched Moonfall yesterday.
Oh, did it fall?
No, almost. So
spoilers for Moonfall.
The movie's been out for a while.
Spoilers for season 1 of X-Files.
Well, no, it started a universe, so whatever, it doesn't matter. So in
The
Moonfall,
universe?
though, they're like, how are we gonna get that rocket up there? Blah, blah, blah. And then there's a line, and this reminded me of Home Alone 2. So hard. There's a line then where the main character goes, oh, or maybe Halle Berry says it. We're gonna launch up there and we're gonna refuel at SpaceX's fucking satellite or whatever the hell's up there. And then the guy behind him who is from Game of Thrones goes, I love Elon. And the other goes like, Elon's great. I'm like,
That's
what the
very
fuck?
funny.
No, it wasn't. I was like, this sucks. I was so mad. I was like, this is Trump in front of a hotel all over again.
I mean, it's funnier in hindsight after the SpaceX rocket exploded.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of funny in that degree, but I just like, did he fund it? Like, that's the big thing. How much money did he give to Moonfall?
Oh, it doesn't matter. He could give infinity money, and it's
but
nothing.
how much did it cost them to really just like
to like go down on his knob like that? Yeah.
I'm gonna. That's how much.
I would
money
assume
did Elon Musk.
I'm gonna
give
ballpark
to
it
Moonfall?
$1 million. I think for $1 million, I'll say a throwaway line in a movie.
Do you think? If there's also the heroes ask themselves, what would Elon do? That's also another line I forgot about.
That's $2 million now.
Oh my god! So I'm wondering though,
And
did they do
$3
it for
million if
free?
they wear a wristband? This is what would Elon do on it?
I think they might have done it for free.
That would be wild.
And the reason I think so is because I think the guy who wrote it is what do you call it? Is like a big fanboy, I guess. I don't know. He wasn't in it. I feel like he would want to be in it over anything else, right?
I don't know what Elon wants because, like, the last I saw, Elon likes pictures of himself, but not video.
True. Did you
Because
see?
he has a very weirdly shaped body, and if he moves, you see it.
What? But here's the thing. Didn't he make a bet recently that if anyone could prove that he got money from an emerald mine, he'd
Oh yeah,
give like $1 million.
I already know a punchline on this one. I
And
think.
the dad's like, "It's true because I gave it to
He's
you."
dead. Oh, it's so
Uh,
funny.
but obviously terms and conditions get rid of family and friends and all that.
Oh, naturally, yeah.
Naturally. What a twat. I here's what he wants. He
Fucking
just
sucks.
wants to keep gaining more wealth to just keep, not for like
It
his
sure
own,
seems like he's trying to do the opposite at this point.
well, because of his other, so there's two egos. He wants to be the richest so he can keep saying he's the richest. And then he also wants that internet fame. He wants to be famous. And he wants that
Oh my God, he
that
He
like
does
goes
want to
with
be
it.
internet famous, which is like the
Yes.
worst kind of famous.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have talents of acting, I mean, it's the best you're gonna get. He wants to be loved. I don't think that's true.
No, he
I
doesn't.
think he wants to be deemed as as like an intellectual. You know, like people who go around
He
acting like they're intellectuals by quoting like papers and shit.
when people were first calling him like real life Iron Man for a bit there, like when the Iron Man
That's
movie
also
came out,
fucked.
he definitely went home and masturbated thinking about that, right?
I don't think he went home for it.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
He's
It
rich
makes
enough
sense.
where he could
Just
do
do it
anyway.
right there.
Right? Do
Yeah.
it right there.
He's got billions of dollars. If somebody gets mad, he gets give him 1,000. They'll stop.
Yeah. So basically, as I said, the only the crime or the punishment where it's a fine, no matter how much it is a punishment only for poor people. Did Elon actually go to space though? Is that what? Did he? Though?
No, because I thought it was the Virgin guy.
Yeah.
Lord, whatever.
Who's dead? I think, right? Or is he still
Probably.
alive?
I don't know. He's mad old.
Yeah, but and he's also wild looking. But did Elon ever go up there? I don't think he did.
No, I don't think. I'm making some assumptions,
Yeah.
but like I think it'd be like me trying to go to space, where they would be like, "You do not have
No,
the physical fitness required
Because
to do
what's
this."
his face went up there? Well, close to it enough. Did Elon Musk go to space? Let's just Google it. Because he says
Richard Garrison, which I believe was the Virgin.
He
guy.
has not. Branson
Branson.
and
Branson.
Bezos have went to space.
I remember the Bezos rocket. It looked like a giant dick.
Yeah, and Shatner went with him.
It was funny. That was funny. That was funny space.
Remember when things were fun?
Yeah, I remember when things were a lot more fun, like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's getting a little fucky again. People are getting dragged from their homes for wearing earrings. Man, what a time to be alive. You know what's great, though? You know what state is amazing? Minnesota.
Which one? Oh, really?
Yes.
Did you know it's amazing enough that I'm going to be there 2 times this year?
What's the second time?
I have the family reunion in June, but it's in Michigan, but I have to land in Minneapolis because it's like $400 cheaper.
And they're driving?
Yeah, it's not too bad. They're like right on the edge by the Iowa, or not Iowa, Wisconsin. So.
Oh, in the Upper
Ubers.
Peninsula. Okay.
Yeah.
That's like a 4-hour drive. So I was excited about the dudes that got fired today, though.
It's
World
faster than
improvement.
if I
Well,
went
here's the
to
thing.
Detroit.
You gotta understand. We don't know who replace. Replace always worse. The only reason he was fired is because they were getting sued and fined. And it makes them look better.
It's true.
But I'm hoping, maybe not. No way in fucking hell. I mean, just think about it. Okay, all right, let's be real. They had what's his fucking name? Guy he yelled at people all the time, turn off their fucking mic, blah blah blah. What's that guy's name? Old man. Bill O'Reilly. I never thought we could get worse than Bill O'Reilly.
Well, his rants were, I mean, again, it's like things back then were funnier when he was ranting.
No, but I thought, during the
We'll do it live. You remember that? That was good.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, that was good. But I never thought, because when you interview people, I never thought we could get worse than this scumbag. And then what's his fucking face came out there? The guy you like Sandy Hook never happened guy. I'm really dry.
Alex Jones.
Alex
And he
Jones
fucking
came out.
Poisoned the well real bad.
And then as Tucker. Like, it just keeps getting fucking worse. Now, the thing about Tucker that's even fucking wild, that even had a career, is Jon Stewart went on his show, it was called Crossfire, back in 2002? somewhere in there, somewhere in the George Bush administration still. And
Yeah.
he just eviscerated them. So much eviscerated them that their show got canceled because of that episode.
Imagine. That's so much power. That's good power.
Well, no, that's because he made them look like idiots. So
Yeah,
Because-
we're idiots.
I know, but somehow he still got a fucking career. I didn't realize it was Tucker until like a while later. I was like, wait a minute. Is that the Crossfire guy? And it fucking was. I was like, how? The other Crossfire guy, because there was two of them. He didn't make anywhere. Well, maybe you guys should have changed the channel. You don't need to watch them. Well, it's not about me watching them. It's about
Look,
people
here's the
who
problem.
listen to them and then shoot places up. Because they are
Well, it's
calling to
the-
violence, just for the record. They are calling to violence.
Yeah.
And that's a
Well, I
problem.
mean, like, all right. Here's the thing. I think maybe I've watched ever one episode. I don't know how many you've ever watched, really.
Of what? Which
of
one?
Crossfire or any of these other shows.
Crossfire,
right?
yeah, I've seen a bunch of Bill O'Reillys. I saw a bunch of. I've seen a couple Crossfires. I've seen quite a few of the
Did
Alex
you watch
Jones
any of
Infowars.
the Bill O'Reilly? Not Bill O'Reilly. What's the Tucker Carlson show? I've never watched a full
Yes.
episode of that.
I have seen it. I have seen that too.
Okay. I was just saying that for me, I don't watch it, but then social media shoves it down my throat anyway. I can't escape it.
Well, I just still like to see what the other peeps are saying. How crazy
They're saying bullshit all the time.
Yeah, I know,
God,
but I
getting
still-
mad about M&Ms being desexualized. Like, what the fuck?
I think Tucker and Alex Jones are very similar. O'Reilly was a little different, but nonetheless, when he had his feud with what's his face, God damn it! Well, yeah, you are. Al, he got kicked out of office for groping a chick or something in his SNL days.
Yeah, I'm not shocked.
Al, what's his name? Franken, thank you.
Oh,
'Cause
which
of-
is unfortunate because Franken was a pretty good
No,
like,
he was a
political
twat,
commentator.
too, though. Like he was
Yeah.
smart and educated, but he obviously went with his cronies. I'll call them cronies.
He was very much like, look how smart I am.
No, not that. It's just that he was very in favor of the MPAA. And I'm very much against it. So who would have thought? So he would always vote in favor of that type of shit. And also net neutrality he was
Actually.
against as well.
No, fuck him then.
Yeah.
for that
so-
part.
So
Hey, look, at bad people with bad takes can say smart things sometimes.
I'm
Like I
saying
can accept this.
his other stuff, he had a huge feud with O'Reilly. Well, O'Reilly hated him, and I appreciated those elements. But I mean, I'm still going to critique, even
Yeah,
on the left
always critique.
side, if I disagree with them. And
Critique
frankly, I did.
everybody.
Yep.
You can
But-
always be better.
God, Fox is never going to be better. Who the fuck are you guys kidding? It's just going to go worse. Because here's what's going to happen. Here's literally they're going
Who
to
they gonna-
get a new guy to
Mm.
fill the shoes. The new shoes doesn't want to live in the shadow, so the new guy is going to
It's
start
gonna
off
be more.
and be even more outlandish and say more
Okay.
fucked up shit. Maybe not call to arms though. They might have learned their lesson, so they'll say, "Hey guys, we should pick up guns in Minecraft and shit like that." Like allude to it without saying it.
Proposition.
28.
Have you considered trying to be the person who replaces Tucker Carlson?
I don't think I'm that creative.
I don't think you have to be that.
I think you
creative.
do.
You just need to say like 3 or 4 things over and over again.
Maybe they'll hire a fucking fact checker. No, they won't.
What?
Uh,
That costs money.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They don't want the facts. Facts are relevant. Anyway, Fox never said it's a news thing. Fox's segments are opinionated shows. Tucker's was
it's,
opinionated. Weren't
It's like
actually
this thing
news.
that we do. Actually,
Well, I think there's more facts here.
yeah, we do a lot of more better facts. Sometimes we check them even.
Some of the times, like I'm still trying to figure out my favorite X Files episode. Maybe the one with Lucy Lawless. That was pretty cool.
What's she doing in there?
Super
Was she
Soldier.
Xena? Oh, no, that's
So-
kind of Xena.
It's kind of Xena. It was actually right after Xena ended.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
She needed to do something.
Or Alex Trevelyan, he was a pretty one. Anytime with the black goo, I love that. Or as they call it, like the oil. That thing was awesome. What about the VR episode? The VR episode shit, but it has a charm to it. But in the actual story, it's ass. What about the one with where the Satan is trying to impregnate a chick, but he wants it just to be like a regular baby and not a demon baby. He's just trying to
You know,
live
that's
his
a real
life.
concern when you're a demon. Yeah.
Well, he's just trying to like not make it bad or something. And then every time it's like, oh fuck, it's a demon baby again, son of a bitch.
Fuck.
It also stars Bruce Campbell.
Was Bruce Campbell the devil?
Yes, he was the demon thing.
That's
devil.
perfect.
Yeah, he was, and he was a good guy about it. Man, that episode is great. So great. Man.
I need to go watch old X-Files again. I think that's what I'm learning
Well,
here.
they're all old Exiles. Well, I guess.
Well,
not.
no, some of them apparently were newer.
Well, it was still 5 years ago.
5
2018.
years, that's pretty new, right?
I think it was 2018 and 2012. The problem with X-Files, it's not a problem, it's just more of a solution, is you have to watch up to a certain episode, then watch the movie, then watch the remaining.
I saw that movie.
And then watch the movie again. Which one?
I don't know. I just remember it had something to do with bees or something.
That's the first one. Yeah, it's between like season 5 and 6 or 4 and 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
I definitely watched that show. It was one of my faves at all time. However, I threw all this info to my brain. I don't know how you guys remember this stuff. I threw a lot of it out. Again, I used to back in high school. It was more fresher in my mind. Instead of remembering whatever the fuck that was about, I remembered X-Files episodes names, season numbers, and plot points and character names. And I could probably, I think it was like 95% I could tell you either what episode and season and title name it was within the first 5 seconds of watching it, or if you just told me a very brief description. But that's because we watched it in high school, like all day. That's all we had. We just booted it up, and it was great. I know different ship classes. Yeah, it's like Monk knows that shit. I think the problem is I stopped because they canceled the show, or it ended. It ended. They didn't cancel it. Fox, I think, wanted more. Is that I just stopped. There was nothing else to like fill it. Like if they made more games, which I still got to play Resist or Serve.
Oh, you should play that FMV game I played.
Oh, X-Files one?
Yeah. The
like
X-Files game.
Yeah, I know which one it is. I don't like that one. I played it back when it came out. And I was like, eh.
The only thing that's not cool is that the end sequence is completely out of left field.
It sounds like Dead Island 2. I gotta finish this steak. Lucy, I'm drinking your beer. Stella Artois.
Gentlemen.
Hey, Beast, you finish your plays and stuff, right? He was doing all
Beast, you did your homework, right?
Well, his plays. He's in a production. I think Sidewinder needs to play that Klingon game. I don't think he can read enough.
Reading's hard.
You're so bougie. No, these cans I bought fucking forever ago because I think they were out of something else. And then
also, you don't have to read to play Star Wars to Klingon. He's my reference.
I've moved on to milk stouts now. Since when?
Star Wars Klingon's not a reading game. It's a vibes game.
What milk stout are you drinking? Considering I'm on the stream, I obviously have nothing better to be doing. Yeah, but I mean, did you finish it? Or are you in a lull time is what I was implying. A lull?
Lol.
Oh, congrats! And you were all stressed for nothing. Since I read that stouts are good for your gut health.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a kombucha. I mean, a lot of heavier beers have yeasts, which are bacteria, and they can help digestive health.
Isn't like colon health good when you jam up other people's poo up there?
I mean, no, you do that to help fix your flora or
yeah,
whatever,
good
right?
for your flora. Just what you do every week, you grab some other people's poo and just
Not
jam it up.
every week. You're supposed to like do it once.
No, every week. Yeah, that is the treatment. Yeah,
that's how often you do it.
See, she said it.
She said it is a treatment. Sometimes, like if you're eating funky, you can really fuck up your gut. Turn out.
Yeah. So also, we're doing a very, very, very little research. When I say very little, I mean I just read a headline.
Deep breaths. All right.
Rum doesn't affect your gut health.
No effect?
No effect.
Was it supposed to be? Wait, was there somebody saying that was bad for your gut?
No, there's like vodkas, gins are bad. Bad for gut.
I don't understand how rum wouldn't be then, if this is the case.
Because it's made like molasses.
Okay, but like it's distilled.
So?
So by the time it gets to you, it's
No,
mostly
it's not
like
good for
alcohol.
your gut. It's just not bad for your gut.
So it balances itself out by the
It's
content
just
of
like
whatever
neutral.
remaining sugars in there.
Yeah, it's just like nothing. While wine spritzers, dry red wines, light lagers, vodka, and gins impact your stomach.
You know what? Just eat some vegetables sometime. You'll be fine. I don't understand.
But what if it's mixed with Coke? Well, then you're fine.
Yeah.
then you're fine.
Alcohol, some might say, is actually a poison. That's why I drink it.
Yeah, but so is water with enough of it.
That's why I wear the. You can't see. I'm wearing pants of poison resist. That's why they look like this.
I'm not wearing any pants.
Oh, do you have socks or something that give you like some like good stats or what?
No, those stats are terrible. But
The underwear though, top tier.
oh yeah, well yeah, it has poison resistance because it developed a layer from not changing it after 3 weeks.
I mean, if it works, it works.
So I gotta clean it still. I gotta clean this.
Your underwear?
No, that's gonna stay. I gotta keep that resistance. But look what I made. Look how big this fucking thing is. Now I gotta obviously.
Is it your pauldrons?
It's part one of them. It comes in 2 parts on each shoulder. Then I gotta find a way to, clean it a bit.
Strap them.
Then the strap-on's gonna be a little bit, but this is gonna be some very good fire resistance on these shoulders.
It's gonna look sick
With
when
a
you finish
better
it.
armor class. With a lot better armor class. Yeah, it looks the part. So I gotta figure out how to make it glow.
You mean like with LEDs?
No, I was thinking of a mist.
You're gonna
Maybe
make them mist?
Oh yeah, because it glows in the it glows in the real world. So maybe you have like a small tubing thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little
All
over
right.
extra.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, I know I can. It's a lot of extra work.
Just walk around with a water hose attached to you.
Well, no, think about it. Have the straps be the hose.
No, that seems bad.
Why?
Because then the water has to go loop all the way around your arm and it'll get tighter for a bit.
So, muscle strong bull pig. Glow with the mist. Yeah, whiskey is good for skin cleaning. Also,
Like a Sierra mist.
I have decided one of the many ToolCon gift bags, not a basket, is gonna be a dongle
What kind of dongle?
for your butt.
Oh, it's a butt dongle.
No, it's a USB dongle.
You're gonna make me plug in some random ass USB dongle.
No, it's gonna be
My
for
IT department has told me not to do that.
No, but here's the kicker. You can actually open it and replace the dongle with any USB drive you want.
Oh, I see. It's a cover.
It's a cover around the dongle.
I could actually use one of those.
You see?
Because I have a dongle with no cover right now.
Well, what if you like let's say it's all the
Check this
8
out.
gigabit or gigabytes. What if you
Check
want
this shit out.
Yeah, I mean I have
No cover on my dongle. This is a raw dongle.
Here's my dongle. Yeah,
Pretty cool.
I'm ready for having fun.
Ready to go to America.
Yeah, right. No, but it's gonna be modular or it's gonna be adaptable. So if you want to upgrade, you can have it. It'll look nice. I just got to start printing it
appreciate that.
soon. Yeah, it's all about the
I'll use it for my
functionalities.
cabinet
Is this
drive.
America? Unfortunately, it is. Although I was back
Is
to
it?
saying Minnesota has been doing some so progressive shit lately. They're at a time where they're trying to cut back all these people's benefits. We're expanding them. We're giving out free lunches for kids forever now.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
For
That's
breakfast
awesome.
and things. Well, all the other states are cutting back being bitches. Minnesota being number 1.
Kids gotta eat.
Yeah, we can't get weed here. Like what the fuck?
Kids need weed.
We could pay for all these foods and benefits
That's
with
the
the
thing.
weed tax.
When I was in school, it was easier for me to get weed than it is even now where it's legal.
I can get it. That's
The
not
weed
the
used to
point.
come to me.
But I want the fun part of it. Like going to the store and be like, oh yeah, I feel like having the Luke
cabinet.
Skywalker and then I'll have also the C3PO.
Multnomah
They're
Coma.
the same fucking shit, right? They're gonna say they're not, but they are. And having someone like have pre-rolls and sales. Who doesn't love a sale?
Oh yeah, when like they have to get rid of stock because it's starting to get old and it gets down to like 20% of what it normally costs. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was dry. They're like, I'm gonna go.
They're like, it's dry as shit. And I'm like, I don't care.
Brother. Yeah, that. 100%. Hey, did you hear that if you have a seasonal job like school bus driver or road work, you can apply for unemployment in your off season? Hell yeah! Does that apply to teachers too, or is that already included in their salary?
And a teacher's salary, that gets weird. Because like teachers can work summer to get additional money, but I think their salary assumes they don't work the summer.
Right, but can they apply for unemployment? Okay, of course not. Fuck the teachers.
No, they're still employed. You're just not doing anything.
School bus driver still is out. Why does it not apply to this? Why does it apply to school bus driver, but not teacher? It's the same schedule. That's right. That's
no,
right.
it's because the teachers actually have to come in during the summer sometimes. I know that from my wife.
Yeah, but they're not always are. I knew some of my teachers never did.
They have to. They have to like set up shit.
Like right before, like a couple weeks before.
Like for a month. Yeah.
But not. They can still get a bunch of time off. Hell, Baltimore's getting time off.
Yeah, they get like 2 months off.
Does
cool.
Balt collect unemployment? They need to do more training. What training? Here, fucking look at this projector.
Oh, Monk is also right. Yes, they do have to do continuing education.
Yeah. Oh, is that where you don't talk about?
It's usually just online nowadays.
Yeah, you don't talk about American history. Is that part of the well, it depends on your state, I suppose.
No, it's here's the thing. When you're a teacher, you're not taking history lessons. You're taking how to be a better teacher lessons.
No, because in the new ones now, they're telling people not to talk about certain parts of American history.
Right, exactly. So that's irrelevant to the teachers thing.
I don't know. I bet they're gonna be like, "Hey, remember critical race theory? Yeah, we're gonna.
No, see, if you say that, you know the people who call me fucking a snowflake. Those are the people who like fall to their knees and start rocking back and forth when you say critical race theory.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole jizz. That's what's going. Florida can't talk.
People are all like
Tennessee
get triggered easily enough, and it's like you fuckers.
Yeah, they are. They're all fucking 100%. I remember like learning about it, and the thing that's so fucking wild is I learned about the Civil War, slavery, and all this stuff, and I was like, man, this is fucked. I remember that. I remember thinking that. I was like 5th grade. You know what I never thought of?
I remember learning that,
man,
and then
I
looking
wish
at the black kid in class and being like, oh no.
Wow, that's kind of fucked up, man.
We did bad things.
I just was like, man, this is pretty bad. Good I never once was like, man, I can't believe we did this, even though I wasn't the one who did it because I'm Persian. But then
you were innocent.
I never expected
your perspective on this is
what we're
totally different.
Erase it from fucking history.
You know what? A good example to look at this is like the way that Germany handles Nazi shit, where they didn't erase it, but they are like, it belongs in histories.
Yeah, you walk
and
over
we
it.
Don't fucking tolerate that shit anywhere else.
The same textbooks were written in Texas. Yeah. Oh my god. I just thought it's just so fucked. But the problem is that some of these people who were in, let's say, the 60s during the civil rights movement, there are politicians still
who were alive during it.
Yeah, who were against the civil rights.
Not only that, they're passing laws now to try to make it worse so that doesn't happen again.
Now, I'm gonna be honest here. Biden was one of them. He spoke out against what do you call it? He wanted separation. He did.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Biden is only marginally better than the other option.
100%.
I still didn't really want Biden in office.
Yeah, but you really are in a shithole to a cocksuck, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it's a lot.
That much better.
It's all about could it get a lot worse? And luckily, I don't think it has.
No, it's been all right.
It's
the things that have gotten worse are not government related.
No, they are. They're state.
Well, no,
it's
state fucking level. State level shit.
Florida's a shithole. I'm not going there ever.
Disney wants to leave.
I want them to leave, just to spite them. Just to spite Florida, I want them to leave. I want them spited so fucking hard. Oh, and DeSantis, let's talk politics more. DeSantis, you know what he did recently?
Recently?
Yeah, like a thing. He asked for a thing. This is an open-ended
asked for
question. Yeah, he asked for money because they're having floods. That's so
That seems like a real
socialist.
shame. Yeah.
So it's also great. I read this that someone said that Biden, she asked for federal funding, right? For help for the floods that are happening down there. And they said that he should only get the money if he has a press release in Florida requesting Biden and standing by him and shaking his hand to get it. Well, you should. They're people, right? You should still at least, like, the people need help. You got to be the gooder boy in this because you're helping people, right? But on the other end, fuck them. I mean, oh man, I'm constantly amazed at all the horribly bad and totally mediocre choices we have at the polls. Well, they'll never let Bernie win. I can tell you that right off the bat. They'll never let Bernie win. I doubt they'll ever let AOC up there. They'll blame her youth and her bartending choices. If I say bartending choices, I mean it's
And the
gonna always be
music
the
videos
punchline.
where she was dancing. Don't forget about that.
How dare they? This is Footloose, motherfucker! There better not be any dancing here. This is the Lord's country. Oh god.
They're just mad they didn't dance.
Kamala Harris, fucking never gonna happen. I'm afraid she's not gonna.
No,
happen.
she's a cop. Whatever.
She's a cop. Oh well, yeah, but no, it's never gonna happen either. Omar was like talking about her getting in the ring. Never gonna fucking happen. I'm trying to think who else. Man, I really wish Bernie would win.
That'd be cool.
Or someone like him. That would be so sick.
Yeah, I
they
think
won't.
Bernie might be
No,
a bit
those-
old now.
No, he's not older than the rest of them. He just looks old the whole time because he's always standing on a hunch.
Yeah.
I actually don't
He's
know. his age.
relatable.
Let's look up Bernie Sanders. He has more juice. Yeah, he's pretty fucking old though. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's fucking old. We need
Not really.
somebody like
No, he's
him
not.
in his-
He's
I
the
thought he was in
same
his
age as
80s.
so is Biden.
Yeah, Biden, everyone's like, he's too old.
I mean, you're right. So what you got to do is, yeah, pretty much.
We need to clone. That's the only solution. We gotta clone him.
I'm trying to
Make
think.
young Bernie.
Is there another like? Yeah, is there a young Bernie? Should be Ted Cruz. What has Ted Cruz been doing?
I mean, there's a lot of young Bernies. They're just not in politics.
I have
think.
not heard Ted Cruz. Oh, I do. I remember it now. Ted Cruz. I forgot about him, but I remembered now. Where he was, he was outspoken about cigarettes.
What?
Yeah,
Who's
he was
talking about cigarettes in this
he
day and
was,
age.
because he's
Everybody
like-
knows they're bad.
No. Well, that's the thing.
Nobody's trying to fool themselves anymore.
So he goes, Dems are nanny state authoritarians. This is Cruz talking. Personally,
Naturally.
I don't smoke cigarettes, but if you choose to do so, it's your damn choice. So here's the thing.
Nobody's smoking cigarettes anymore.
So
We're all
they are.
vaping.
So, yeah, well, that too. But everyone says now say that with the or someone's like, now what about the uterus? Is all people are talking about.
The uterus? I don't know where it is. I've never seen one.
That's like
what
the
Tom-
G
That's what
spot.
he would say.
But also,
G spot. I haven't found spots A through F yet. And you're gonna tell me to find the G one?
so he pretty everyone's like just dunking on him. That was literally the only thing I've ever heard him talk about in the last weeks. He hasn't been quiet, but he hasn't been doing anything really.
Well, it's because now
Everyone
they're
else
at like
is.
this weird impasse where it turns out everybody who was doing that shit is getting kicked out and like it's bad.
I've seen plenty of uteruses. Well, look at her. She's all cowed now.
The woman can find a uterus?
I think it's because DeSantis is so nut jobby that he's just jerking off at this point.
I just don't know
He's-
why we've let ourselves get to this point.
Florida. This is just
Gerrymandering. Yeah.
Deemed illegal statewide in Alaska out of all the fucking states.
What deemed what?
Illegal. You can't gerrymander in Alaska.
That's good.
Yeah, well, it's kind of.
Well, it's because Alaska's be extra fucked because it's like mostly native land, isn't it?
Yeah,
well, in the pipeline.
No, that's our pipeline. We're gonna get our oil from it.
I know.
not
I
you.
said native land and the pipeline.
Our pipeline.
And we give them some money, and it's fine. It works
Oh,
out.
we'll give them goods like blankets.
hmm
It worked before, right?
Everyone loves blankets.
I know, right? It's cold up there.
And they're dead.
Don't they only have one district? I don't think that's true totally.
That
but
doesn't seem right.
But
But also, the level of population in most of Alaska, I could see it being one giant district and then Juneau or something.
But yeah, you could have it because there's different regions in our area too because it's so densely populated in one spot.
Yeah, but imagine the opposite. Because I feel like the entire population of Alaska is less than 1 million.
Yeah,
And it's
partisan
huge. It's
gerrymandering
huge.
violates state constitution, so they can't do it. And there is a lot of lions in Alaska.
Well, it's. I think it's actually like against the rules almost everywhere. The thing is you don't call it gerrymandering while you do it.
Yeah, okay, all right, here we
You're
go.
like, oh, we need to redistrict this area because of the water table.
Here we go. Look at these. We got stuff. Look at all these lines. These are a lot of lines.
They're good and square though. These are good square lines.
No, look over here. It's like here and over there, and this thing goes like an upward L thing.
I mean,
then,
there's some shit.
What is
like a little wiggle
16?
in there.
What is this? She goes up and around
Let me
and
put my
over.
glasses on so I can see what's going on in 16.
16. Yeah, look at 16.
Is that water out there? What is that?
No, I don't, dude. That's a
Why
dog
is it
in
extra
17.
blue?
There's a dog in 17. They made a little dog shape. What's going on with this red one
Could
over
you-
here?
Could you enhance this image?
It's pretty full screened. Oh, I'm not sharing.
Like half of the screen is fucking wasted. Oh, I see what it is. It's from a video.
Yeah, it's a video. Here, I'll jump into the disc.
The disc. Oh, wait, you're gonna come into you're doing it for me.
Yeah.
I was bringing it up for Monk's sake.
This is the best enhanced. I don't like the fuck that. That's supposed to be in streamer mode. Oh,
You're not in streamer mode?
Yeah, you should have been, but it turned it fuck off thing. Here we go.
You're gonna blow up my bot?
Oh, I bet you can't see it because Opera hates it when you share video.
It's a black screen.
Yeah, they must have added protection because news site. Yeah, fuck it.
Oh wait, there it is.
Oh, perfect. So, does anyone notice this red square circle L leg?
Still small as shit.
Anyone see this red
Yeah, I
thing
see
over
this,
here?
this pink dot.
But that's
this
supposed
pink
to be
wedge.
over here, though. It's for this district over here.
Yeah. What is the number of that district, Tool?
9, actually, because it's over here, too. Oh, my God. Yeah, they kind of fucked.
That's fucked, isn't it?
They fucked around a bunch
I
of
assume
this.
this is from the lawsuit where perhaps they made and said, "Yo, this is bad."
Yeah, like, by the way, we want this little piece over here.
There's some white families that live over there.
Oh my God. It's so fucked up. So yeah, state constitution. How great of them. On a less serious note,
That was serious.
politics
was.
stuff is somewhat
Yeah.
seriousness. Is just. I didn't know they were making a Gollum game.
Haven't they been trying to make one of those for like?
I didn't know it
since
was.
before COVID.
I didn't know it's coming out next month.
What?
Yeah, or June, early June.
Why would I have not seen an ad for it?
Well, here's the cool. I didn't see an ad. I just heard this story because it's great. So if you want to play the game in Elvish, it's going to cost you extra because they had to train people to speak Elvish, but you can. And I think that's pretty
Wait.
cool. I think that's awesome
You pay
it's worth-
extra.
to have them do the voice in Elvish.
Oh, the Sindarin VO DLC.
Yeah, it's a little bit extra. I don't know how much. I didn't look at the price.
Well, it's because it doesn't show the price yet. I don't think.
It's got to be like $10, I imagine. But Gollum doesn't know.
But it comes as part of the Precious edition of the game.
Yes, which is precious. Well, he doesn't speak. It's not about. But he doesn't speak
What kind
German
of
either.
fucking game is this gonna be?
A stealth adventure game. Where it's more about stealth killing and shit.
That's a golem. That's what a golem do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it looks fine. Here's what it looks like. Let's get some TOS. Let's get some. Jesus Christ! That was loud.
Something calls us Gollum. What is it, precious? The precious, of course. The precious.
Is that Andy
What
Serkis?
is it?
Is
Doesn't
there supposed to
sound like
sound
it.
in this?
Did you get sound?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
You
Do
should
I
have-
do I look like I have all the answers?
You should have got sound. Weird. You got sound before.
When was before?
I don't know. Did you get video at least?
I did get the video.
All right, I'm gonna shrink video a second and play this. You tell me if you hear it.
Nothing.
So fucking loud. Why? I don't remember what we did to do that then.
I don't know what you did.
I don't remember.
I'm just looking at the Steam page right now.
How about now?
Oh, they made Schmeagol look really weird in this game.
Yeah. Can you hear it now?
No.
Stay in the shadows.
Are you sure it's not a you problem?
I've got the volume up on the system level all the way.
Well, how about on the stream itself that I'm streaming to you?
All the way up.
And you don't
Seems
hear
I didn't
anything?
hear it. Not a thing.
Now we don't see. I know I'm not. I'm just hiding it for a second. Like fuck around with some settings. No, everything.
This
is
will be
like-
important later, I
It
assume.
will,
So
yeah.
we're trying to figure it out.
But it should have. My voice meter's the same. The audio should be the same. Let's
question,
look this
so-
up. Discord streaming, not streaming audio Metallica. I did actually write in Metallica. I wasn't going to. Let's just take a peek.
In
See,
this video-
fuck you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'll double check and make sure it's not like trying to put to an invalid audio source while you do that.
I did that.
No, it's coming across the right channel. I just am not picking up anything.
Interesting, Mr. Cruise. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise?
Is
Or is it Com Trues?
All right, let's try this. I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to start it. Now?
I hear it now.
All right. I did stuff.
I don't believe you. I bet you did nothing.
I did nothing. I just had to call him Tom Cruise.
Not
That's-
Com Trues?
Cruise. God, it's so loud. I got to turn this down. Hey.
Must stay in the shadows.
I don't think the game looks that great. But,
No, the way the Schmeagol looks is weird as shit, dude.
well, he's younger speaking.
That doesn't change anything. IMO.
I think they were trying to get away from Peter Jackson's a little bit, even though he sounds
Sure.
exactly like Andy Serkis.
Probably also motion captured from Andy Serkis, honestly. So wait,
No.
this takes place before he's the Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
How does that work? What
Before the
motivation
Hobbit.
does he have to do anything?
Before the Hobbit. Look, he's not totally decrepit. He just got the precious, and it started fucking his mind. His hair's still there.
Hardly. I thought he looked like an actual Hobbit before.
What?
What if he watches us, the Dark Lord?
Before
What
he
if
had the
he
ring
sees?
for like 100
He
years
was.
or whatever.
He did. This is probably after he had it and it warped with him a bit, but he had the ring for, wasn't it like over 1,000 years?
He had it for a long ass time.
Yeah, he had it forever.
In a cave.
So this is
With
like
a box of scraps.
probably half the time. I don't fucking know.
This is a weird place to set your game, is all I'll say.
Why not? I mean, it keeps it out of those IPs of the movies, and you can do whatever you want.
What
You're
if-
not restricted by anything.
What if we just made not a Schmeagol game?
Yeah, but that's kind of a downward way of thinking it. Like, make anything you want. If it sells, great. If it's good too, like this could be a masterpiece. Cool, amazing. But if it's not, who cares? Then it's not. Who cares?
It's just weird.
Let him try it. Like, yeah. I think it takes place after The Hobbit, but right when Gandalf found that Frodo had a ring. Really? Wait.
That would make more sense from a gameplay perspective to have actually a thing to do. Does the Steam
When
page say
does
where in the story it takes
Gollum
place?
take place? The game explores never been told story about Gollum set 8 years before the War of the Ring. When the hell is the War of the Ring? Ring timetable.
The War of the Ring would have been before. That would be before The Hobbit.
Is the War of the Ring before the Hobbit? I'll just do some.
It
Google
is.
searches.
That's when they were fighting over the dumb thing.
No, but he got it after Isildur. That's when he got
Yeah,
it. the first time.
significantly after.
Yeah. Gandalf says he went to look for Gollum to Frodo in Rivendell. He did. Hold on. At the end of the Third Age was one of the Lord's Dark Side, 3 people. Yeah, this is legitly right then and there, I guess.
Really? Is that what they called the second effort? Was the War of the Ring? That's not the one with they actually fought the first time?
I did say 8 years before the
Oh,
War.
it does say this in here. It's just the Steam page does specifically say that he is driven by the singular desire to once again hold in his hands what was stolen from him. So it has to be after
Yeah, I guess it's after Hobbit.
Bilbo took it. Yeah.
But that's limiting too. I think it's like that's gonna add so much shit that's not.
Well, it's just the way that game can end, even though it's trying to say that there's like this branching narrative. You either end up being Schmeagol or Gollum, but like no matter what happens, narratively, it has to end in the same spot.
That's not true. The
Unless
last
they want to
fight-
do something funny.
No.
They could
Here-
do something funny.
What
Say
about
one of the
hear me out.
endings not canons?
How about one of the ending? The last fight, you have to fight Frodo invisible.
Yeah, you fucking murder Frodo. Just
Yeah.
like completely go off canon.
Yep. In the book, it took Frodo 17. I know about that, Monk. I think we talked about that a couple weeks ago on
Did
Prime
we?
Directive. On Prime Directive.
Oh,
we did.
okay. I was
Yeah, 'cause
afraid
it
you
wa-
talked
no.
about it while I was feverish and delirious.
No, we talked about it when I watched The Lord of the Rings again. However long ago was that? It was like 4
I
weeks
don't know
ago.
when you watched Lord of the Rings. It's my job.
Oh,
to
you
know
did?
that.
Yeah, I messaged it. I said I started the movie at midnight. It was right before Timba's surgery. And then you made a
Yeah.
comment like, why would you start a movie at midnight that's 3 hours long?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you knew I watched it, and I watched them all, and then I was like, oh yeah, it takes place like 17 years, but Frodo looks the same the whole time.
It's because halflings or hobbits age differently or whatever.
Yeah, there's 10,000-year-old dragons.
No, not that old.
I'll go them. I think the game probably isn't going to be amazing, but it could be okay.
Okay is all you can really hope for. I don't know if I care to play it.
I'll give it a go. I don't know if it.
Oh my
deserves
god, it's an action stealth game. I didn't even finish playing Styx yet.
it.
You know, the one about the goblin.
Oh, my fucking back itches. I don't know.
It's
Guess it comes
the
out in
same
May.
fucking game.
What about Precious Edition? Is there a physical copy of this? Because that would be pretty cool, though. Lord of the Rings, Gollum. If there's a physical collector's edition that came with like
You sucker.
I didn't think there would be. Look at that. Looks pretty.
Oh,
cool.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. So there isn't. All right. Well, I tried. Yeah, that was the vibe.
Somebody has sexualized Gollum, right? Like, if you just wrote Gollum in the Google image search, how long do you think it takes before it gets horny?
Oh, okay. I won't do what I was gonna do. Well,
Like, if you just scroll straight down.
I'm pretty horny off the first one.
All right, there you go.
That's a box Gollum. That's a okay. Let's go down, Big Santa. That's a Gollum.
I haven't
mask.
seen Gollum's dick yet, so
I thought that was his dick. It was a fish.
it's one and the same.
Yeah,
You gotta catch the tricksy fishy.
that's interesting.
That seems to be a TikTok where somebody's cosplaying as Gollum.
I've reached the end of images. I didn't think there was
There's only like 800 pictures of Gollum on the internet.
Rule 34. Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, there's a lady Gollum in the second picture right there. Why didn't that come up in the first search?
I put in Rule 34.
I know, but like, if you search for every picture of Gollum, that should have come up eventually.
The hell is going on here?
Gollum doesn't have a traditional penis.
Like, what is going on here? We're here.
He has a fire hydrant down there.
Okay, that's interesting. And okay, well,
Uh-huh. Getting what you want, dude. You put the search prompt in, you're getting exactly what you wanted.
That one was a little higher quality of CG than I anticipated.
I know, Big Santa, I know that Google has a filter that filters out, and like, any sane person has turned that off.
I turned that shit off a long time ago.
Yeah. No safe searches here.
Never. Speaking of safe searches, you gotta hit buttons.
The opposite of safe search is a risky click, by the way.
I do that often.
Yeah,
ToolCon,
me too.
baby! Look at these
Calendar's
dates.
grown.
It has grown significantly. Look at this, guys. Look at that nice little background transparency here. The beginning is the same. You fly in, we party, we play some mini golf, drink some games.
Drink some games.
Yep. Start with the rooftop outdoor patio type of bar behavior. Do a karaoke night at as a very specific location, which Sidewinder and I are going to scope up beforehand to, and I guess
For the record, I will probably be flying in on the 13th.
Perfect. We'll be on a river.
I'll land the plane right there.
Yes. And it's a lazy river. But we're going to do that. And then in the afternoon, I haven't figured out what the fuck's going on. Then, Friday. This is distilleries and breweries. We'll go around, maybe do some hoppage with a bonfire and beer pongs and all that risky behavior, followed by karaoke. Now, or happening the same night. Keep in mind, we have to be on the boat by 9 in the fucking morning.
Easy mode.
Easy
9 o'clock.
mode. So the party can't go on past like 3 or 4 in the morning. So then, which I got to update this image. I didn't because I fucking fucked that up. But I have it in big form.
Big form.
Big form. And there we go. The
boat's
is filled.
full.
If there's
It doesn't mean we can't get more people.
This is true. I do have. I did open up another spot, couple other spots, a few actually, literally. If we make it past those
another
few,
boat.
another boat. So there we go. ToolCon, baby. I gotta slam this fucking.
It's a
beer.
good time, Lucy. Legitimately.
I'm excited for the lazy river. Because you can get like a mini tube, and put a cooler on it and just let it go, and then we can just get sloshed on the whole way down.
It's a good time.
Yeah, I should figure out who's driving for that. Maybe I got to be a good boy.
That's the problem. That's like 95% of the issue.
Yeah, Apple River, because that's
you
the
need
river
a driver.
is like an hour and a half. That's a driver.
Because you need somebody to drop you off and then to pick you up at the end.
No, that's not true. You park at the end, and they shuttle you up.
Oh, well, then that's not as bad if there's a shuttle involved.
Yeah, but I meant driving home.
Yeah, that's also
because that's in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin,
where taxi cabs are feared and hunted for their precious meat under their hoods.
Mm-hmm. It's delicious. I know. I've eaten it many times. I'm part of the problem.
I'm not a big fan of whatever the fuck I'm drinking.
Stella Artois?
Oh, yeah, not a big fan. But it is what it is. All right, I'm going to slam this thing one more time. We can go to the wine country. I got an interesting wine.
Sure. Me too.
I should probably log in for that fucking thing.
No, you're not a bookmarks person. I respect that about you.
I just reinstalled Windows.
You didn't reinstall your bookmarks. I respect that about
I
you.
didn't even say the bookmarks. I usually don't like bookmarks because I like it neat. I like it
Like your
neat.
drinks.
I like Buy with Ice. That's another thing I'm gonna try to fix up. I'm gonna try to bring the bar back, and by that I mean I'm
Bar
just gonna
back?
clean. I'm gonna clean the bar because it's just a mess.
That's I was gonna say barback is a roll that you do.
What the hell's a bar back?
It's the person
Like a
behind the bar.
sex thing? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought a sex thing for some.
It's the assistant. I thought you went to
Wow.
bars.
Yeah, I don't talk to them. Not the
Damn.
help. I talk to
Doesn't
the
speak to
bartender.
the help.
The bartender only. The one who's making my drink. Not the guy cleaning up or getting like extra shit. Fuck that guy.
I'm gonna go ahead and push my wine button so that I'm in wine country. You can come with if you want.
I'm still in beer land.
What if we met in wine country?
Are you a barback?
No,
Oh,
never.
Okay. Ugh.
I don't associate myself with those people. I'll talk to them. I won't be one.
I won't even do that. My drink counts are not even accurate either anymore. What the fuck's going on?
So we drink wine on this show. My wine, real quick. I'm just gonna get into it because it's on a time limit because it's a slushy. It's Peach on the Beach, the frozen cocktail made with wine. It's 5%, contains alcohol. Squeeze, freeze, squeeze, and enjoy. It says. I'm very excited to drink my wine.
Next week is AIDS. Oh shit. Cinco de Mayo.
How's this for color? Is this good?
Heads up, we're gonna be drinking margaritas on Friday.
Sliding around.
Shake well. I'm just gonna
Shake
type
well. What are you drinking?
I am typing. I am drinking a wine's called a pina colada.
Oh, that is it made with wine?
Yeah, it's
Hell yeah, dude.
It's made with rum.
No, that's not a wine.
Oh, it can be.
Is there wine in it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Then it counts.
Why not? As much wine as there there was in Colt 40.
Oh, okay. So this is not. You're not actually doing wine country. You're doing malt country.
No, I'm doing wine country with rum.
You're doing rum country.
This fucking thing. Open.
See, my exercise has been for the last few weeks finding the most unwine-like thing that still was made using wine, and you've just shot right past that.
I wanted something easier that I could just have delivered to my car.
So you got a pre-mixed cocktail. I did too, actually. So
I got a pina colada.
that's a Tool. What is a pina colada?
It is a beverage.
Is it made of multiple drinks mixed together, perhaps?
No, it's like coquitos, but a little bit lighter.
That's still a cocktail.
It's a drink.
It's a cocktail.
Cocktails aren't served in a wine glass, I'm afraid.
No, they're not. This is true. Anyway, you have to rate them on our very strict criteria.
I didn't think I was gonna have to
Aroma,
chew mine.
body, taste, and finish. I'm also gonna respect for this one color and clarity. Orange, can't see through it. It's made of ice. That's all the commentary I have about that. Aroma is not going to get very many points either because
Hold on, Dianos.
I smell mostly ice. I get really in there and kind of get marshmallowy. Smells sweet. No. 2. Body. This is going to be thick. This is going to be a thick boy. A little crunchy. Not something you usually say about wine, but it do be crunchy. Is your drink crunchy?
I said I was chewing it.
It's crunchy. Oh no, it might be squishy.
It's chewy.
It's chewy. The man said chewy.
Ugh. Well, this isn't there.
Hmm. I'm immediately filled with some regret because drinking a slushy drink out of a glass is actually very challenging. But body-wise, this is great. I would drink this on a patio, overlooking a river, and my multiple plots of land where I am growing cotton.
I kind of want to get root beer with vanilla Crown
Texture's
Royale,
perfect. 5.
and rum chata. And put that in a mixture.
I'm also giving this 5 for taste and finish because this does just taste like slushy drink, like like the squeeze pops, like an otter pop, but like with more body. Like it tastes more significant. Like there's something to it, and I fucking love this. It does kind of have a peach flavor, but it's also hitting orange notes for me. It's like drinking candy. I'm in love with this. My scoring system didn't come this far down the sheet, so I don't know what the points is yet. It's a 4.4 overall. Not as good as last week.
Lucy, this reminds me of rum chata. I was like, you know what this would be good with? Root beer and Crown Royale vanilla. But that's stupid. Why would you do that? That's dumb. Why would you say such a stupid thing, Lucy? Well, that's because you wouldn't use this pina colada. You would actually use rum chata. See? And that's how you do it. Monk was right. I will say, I've had a lot of drinks in my day.
How many is the number right now?
7,058 only on stream. But those are only on stream. I don't know how I feel about a premixed drink with chunky bits. It's weird, isn't it? It's a little bit odd.
I mean, mine's chunky.
So, I never said always right, Lucy. That's why you're wrong again. Maybe it's gone bad. No, it's coconut. You know, it's like a little pina colada supposed to have coconut in it. What I kind of
Is that what the chunkies are?
It's coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fine. It's
But
the
the issue-
style.
The issue is, like, this makes you want it to be frozen in a mixture, in a bag, in the sand, right? And it's not.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's like 50 Cent said. Sometimes you just got to get the blood into sand. And that's what I feel like when I am drinking this this thing.
Is he doing that while he's drinking Crystal Skull?
No, that's when he's drinking the Horoxes of Harambe
Oh, okay.
in Hovertown, Triple H. But yeah, I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad. It's fine.
I almost might want to upgrade the smell, but also there's just nothing to smell.
You know what this is? This is like
Monk.
it's a pina colada you'd order at an Applebee's.
This is better than the frozen slushies you get in long tubes at Vegas.
No one gets slushies in Vegas.
You don't?
No.
I've seen them for sale. I bought one once.
New Orleans, sure. Vegas, no.
Yeah. You're telling me I was in Vegas and I bought one. You're gonna tell me nobody buys them? I did.
Of value.
No, they're not good.
No, I mean no one of value.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. It's wine. There's vine. Maybe he's saying you're there. See, Lucy
Yeah, no,
was
that's
right.
exactly what he was saying.
Yes, 100%. I was gonna get another plum wine, but somehow I thought plum wine would be too sweet.
Oh, and you've done plum wine like the last however many of these.
I only did the last one. I haven't done plum
I thought-
wine. No, or just the one. The other ones were sake.
I thought there was this plum wine in there with the sake.
Nope.
Am I mistaken? I must
You
be
are.
mistaken.
None of them were plum. Only the cum. So
Mm.
much cum.
He plumbed to come for the drink. He did it for the zine.
I thought I saw someone playing fucking Star Wars today. I don't know if that was true. It comes out at the end of the week.
You have to be
right?
more specific about playing Star Wars because there's a lot of media.
The new one. The new one. I think they must
The
have been
video
playing old-
game?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen footage of it.
Yeah, I know, but those are
I assume some people got early copies.
not this person I saw playing it. I think he was playing the first one. Is he still playing it now? Let me check. How do I check? No, he's off. Is he offline? Yeah, he's offline. He's not on. He's not on. It was Krillic.
You're going to promote somebody else's stream on the stream?
He wasn't streaming it on Twitch. He was streaming it on Discord.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
He's streaming on Kick.
Only when I want to show all the Gollum porn that I'm gonna be perusing later.
Naturally. That's where it's for.
That's where it all is for.
Yeah.
I did look at another survival game that I was perusing today, and you would really think in the 8 years of development since early access that they would change the UI, make it a little better. They didn't. It's called Imperium of Cum. Yes.
So you keep falling for the same kind of handful of styles of streamer bait games and then
I was gonna stream.
getting
them.
disappointed by them.
I was gonna stream.
No, I mean, when I say streamer bait games, I mean like indie horror experiences that are in alpha that end up being
Whoa,
sometimes good, sometimes good,
What game?
but more often than not, quite bad.
Which one recently?
Recently is great because I was like, I jumped off the train when we did that one. What was that
We did
game
the
with
one,
the where
SCP
we
one.
were like SCP guys?
Yeah, we did the one SCP.
and I
one.
was like, this is bad.
but what was? Hey, what was a good game? Just act now.
Oh, and the which one? The
It
one
was a
with
good
the one where what was that? We had to grab like
Cruxes. It's called.
cruxes. Yeah.
It's called. It starts with a D. It's.
And it was fun, but only because I was playing it with somebody else. Otherwise,
Well,
it was a bad
yeah,
game.
but I mean, so is so in that logic, so is Bigfoot.
That's not a good game either.
But it is because you have fun while playing with other people, and you make it the fun.
I can make the fun in a good game.
Was it Deceit? No, not really. Like there's some games that aren't. Like again, you'd probably think Act Natural was just a shitty game because by definition it is. But it's
I
not.
don't remember an Act Natural.
Well, we didn't. We just started playing it the other day, or we played it the other day, and it's just a prop hunt game with some little interesting mechanics to make it a little fun.
Yeah, I don't care about prop hunt game. Sorry.
And I wouldn't say those are streamer bait games.
They
'Cause
get
a horror
streamed
game.
all over the place.
Yeah, but we play them once just to play it with the boys. And Deceit never got streamed all over the place, nor did the other one that I can't think of the name, but I was trying to... Not Malum. It wasn't Malum. It was another one. But it was like Silence or
Malum
something. Maybe
sounds familiar.
it wasn't. It might have been Malum then. Maybe it was.
Does that
Malum.
one have like a witch that chased you around and you like had guns and stuff?
No, that's Deceit.
Okay.
No, I think it might be. It might be Malum then. I don't remember. It's one of these fucking ones. I don't remember if we beat Bigfoot last time we played.
You can never beat Bigfoot.
We
Honestly.
did.
You can
We
try.
did. Remember,
You never really win.
You carried me and resurrected me once, then I carried you and resurrected you once. 2 separate games. Pacify. That's the one you were thinking of. With the witch thing. No, that one only had a little bit of time in it. I don't fucking know. I played a bunch of horror games. Horror games are hard to come by because the horror games are subjective. But more importantly, huh? Is that me or you? Is that me or you? I think that might be you.
I don't know. I'm hearing you die first. I see the bit rate just crash. I
My
can
s-
never tell.
My drop. I don't know. I mean, Monk will tell me if it was chill choppy there.
We're fine now. They came back.
Yeah. I mean, again, there's like a billion games. Like Bigfoot, terrible game, but it's really fun with people. Half Dead 2 and 3, same thing. Games are like multiplayer games, especially, are all about playing with other people. It was choppy. Was I choppy or was he just choppy?
I mean, I will be the one who's choppy.
Yeah, because if I was it. But if I was choppy, then it was my fault, I guess. Oh, I only look at Joyce. Oh, perfect. Then it was just you.
Hey, buddy. I'm only looking at you too.
I have Final Fantasy 7. Weird. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see your point. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like Fears of
Because
Fathom.
I have the more interesting background. Can't help it.
Yeah. Defiance. No, that's not the right one. Demonology. Again, you're gonna hate that game, but that game is fucking sick.
We played Demonology together, I thought. No, that's the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we haven't played that one.
We did Phasma.
I remember we played one where we had to do like find runes and stuff in a book or something, and I hated that one.
That was one of those games I was trying to mention before, but I don't know which one it actually was.
I remember getting shot by you a lot and then getting mad at the game.
I mean, it's all about like again, like when I play with these horror games, they're fucking hilarious because we're just treating it. We're immersing ourselves in the bad, but also
Soaking in it.
we're like there's the jump scares are good, and you're letting it happen. You're not gonna be like, all right, you could either stone
Alright.
cold it.
Look, I respect a bad game. I was born in the bad, molded by it. But like, those are a particular kind of bad.
Are they? I don't know. I don't think they're any worse.
It's
than
like
one of them.
new jank. New jank that doesn't hit me right. It's not authentic jank.
I disagree. I mean, Phasma when it first came out was jank. Like early access of it all was super jank. When they came out with it.
Yeah, later when it's actually like an actual game, that's where it got okay.
Well, no, I mean, I think it slowly progressed and became really good. Same with Demonology, has some jank to it, but it has a lot of charm. It's also significantly fucking harder. Because there's nowhere to hide. You can't hide. Once it's going after you, there are certain demons that are things that will just murder you. You can't get away from it. It's just like, yep, you're gonna die. Get fucked. Pineapple on pizza. Again, jank. A good time.
That game is a meme game, though.
I know, but it was still jank.
I see. I have seen that one streamed everywhere. You can't even say that.
Oh, I don't know. Optimus told me to play it, and that's the only reason I did.
Yeah.
Those
Funny joke though.
I mean, I killed a kid. Fears to Fathom, super jank. Fun times. All the Chila art games. I'm waiting for Parasocial to come out. That one's gonna be sick.
Wait, I don't count the Chila art games in that category.
Why not? I think those are even jankier than the other ones we played.
But different kind of ambition. When you get into Chila, like all of their games are that way.
Yeah, I know.
They make it like
Most
that on
of them
purpose.
are that way. Most of them are that way.
Yeah, they're doing it on purpose.
Well, they're trying to make
Like,
it.
they know what
PlayStation
the
1.
scope of what they can make, and they are like that. They're not trying to sell you on the idea of like this game is gonna be a fun multiplayer experience.
Well, I hope not, because it's a single player game.
No, because they're not that. No, not a single one of them.
Well, single player. But I mean, some of them are shit. But I think again, it's just more of a. It's just like that's like your opinion, man, on what game
It is my
warranted.
opinion, very strong opinion.
Which is-
but
Yeah, but it's also kind of like yuck someone's yum. I mean, that would be the same as me saying, "Oh, you're playing that shitty game. That game's shit. Iron Lung, trash game." Even though they are making a movie. Critters for Sale, absolute
is that
garbage.
one movie based on that game? I thought they were completely different.
Hmm.
I know there's an Iron Lung movie, but I didn't think
No.
it was based on the game.
It's the Iron Lung movie's not out yet. They're making the movie.
I thought. Is there a different movie called Iron Lung coming out?
No,
There's
the one
with, like, actual
Markiplier.
Star-
You know, there's one with Markiplier
No,
coming
not
out,
Markiplier and the other one.
and he's Iron Lung, and it's based on the game.
From his own script?
Whose? Markiplier's?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making it.
Well, that explains why that one is.
Well, it just got announced like the other day. I can't remember when. It got announced.
Yeah, I saw it on the TikTok.
Oh, I just saw his YouTube announcement. But again, I think Skyrim, complete trash game. I get why people play it.
The garbage game. With VR game.
Nope,
I mean, it's the
trash
best you're
too.
gonna get.
Trash too. Garbage. But again, what's the point? Like, everyone has different tastes. I don't get sports games. I don't understand them at all. Well, I do understand them, but I don't think they're that fun. But I get why people like them. Don't yuck people's yum, man.
You were mad at me because I said streamer bait.
No, because I just said I wanted you to tell me what games. You just said because they're jank. Streamer bait is a game. The way I interpret streamer bait is a game that everyone else is playing and you're just trying to get it, but you should never play games everyone else is playing if you're trying to get it.
I define it as ones that like try to be like the thing that people will stream, and it's usually targeted at horror genre games.
Because everyone likes horror.
Because
games.
there's so many horror game streamers, right?
Well, no, it's just because they're fun. They can be fun. People like to be scared.
Yeah.
That's why people play
Well,
horror.
like I would
in
say, like
general.
Mortuary's Assistant was in that category.
But that wasn't a jank game.
Like
that
things
wasn't
that
even
are
broken.
no,
at
that
all.
one is good. That's still streamer bait. Streamer bait does not mean bad.
So streamer bait is something that other people as a viewer like to watch because they can get more involved in.
It is. What is the best way for me to describe this?
I don't know. You're gonna have to.
First person,
Uh-huh.
usually first person.
Okay.
Usually made in Unity or like Unreal by a small team.
So Tarkov.
Usually horror. Usually with a focus on or some element of randomization.
But you threw usually around there so much that it's
Right.
just a game type.
Because
you just
it's
said Unity horror.
purely vibes based.
You just said Unity
I don't
horror.
have a fucking thermometer where I can hold
No,
it up to something.
But you
I just
said
see something and I look at it and I go, that's streamer bait.
you said two genres, Unity and horror.
No, Unity is not a genre, it is an engine.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you gave two criteria.
Because usually
Unity
it's a small team that does
and
it.
genre and on horror. That
No,
was
I
it.
said Unreal Engine with a small team.
Or Unreal, like a small team based horror, basically horror game. So if it was a game that was by a
like
small
I don't
team,
say Resident Evil lands in that bracket, and that's a horror game, arguably,
why isn't it?
because it's not like, look, the way when I think streamer bait, I mean like the way that the people make the
Do you
game
listen?
relies on word of mouth to the point where they will design the game such that it is easier to stream it.
What do you mean? Your face is streamer bait. Nice, Sully. So it's word
It
of
is,
mouth
though.
advertised. So it has to be indie. It has to be horror.
Almost always.
Almost
No,
always.
doesn't have to be.
Doesn't
but
have
usually
to be.
is. Like the game where you do blacksmithing shit, that's it. That's streamer bait.
But why wasn't Mortuary Assistant streamer bait?
No, it is.
Okay, so
I
it
said
is.
that one was.
Oh, I thought you said that one wasn't. So it has to be indie developer horror generally, but not always.
Right, because there
Okay.
are other ones, but it does have to be first person.
It has to be first person. Why?
It almost certainly has to be first person.
Almost certainly
I can
has
struggle
to.
to think of an example where it's not, but I bet you know what is actually in hindsight.
Is Telltale or not Telltale?
Mr.
Undertale.
Sleepy Man is the
What do
that's a fucking streamer bait game.
Is Undertale?
No, that game was never developed with that kind of angle in mind. Now, did it become a thing a lot of streamers loved?
How
yes.
do you know if it was what the intention of development is?
I can feel it in my gut.
Oh, okay. It sounds like it's just a slogan or a title or. That you
I'm
wanna
just
throw on stuff
saying
that you don't.
But
like.
I'm gonna slap that on things. I mean, even on games I like, they can still be streamer bait. I'm just saying.
We're trying to
there's a
figure that out,
vibe.
Solomon. We're trying to figure that out. That's what I'm asking.
No,
What it is.
yeah, the games have a feel.
Let's see it.
You
Define-
write streamer bait
I'm
games
going
in a
to
list, and I bet you'll
define
get some.
streamer bait. Streamer.
Now you've landed on fly fishing.
Yeah, I did. That was interesting. I don't want to watch a YouTube. How about YouTube? That's not streamer bait. I don't.
Oh, there's YouTube
I mean, I
bait
guess
games now. That's fun.
I mean, we could say it's the same, right?
There's different contexts. YouTube bait is usually longer
What says
form.
streamer idiotic form? Goat Simulator. Not,
Yeah, that's very much. Yeah,
that's not first person though. You said it had to be first person.
I said almost certainly. I struggled. That's why I kept saying caveats, you motherfucker.
I know, but caveats
Because
to all the
there's
rules.
a vibe to it.
Let's see here.
It's also not horror, is it?
No, it's not. That's why I was like,
But
just
it is
breaks
a
all the
Unity
stuff.
game, and it does have a certain level of deliberate jank.
How about that rhythm game?
Which one? There's a lot of them.
Osu.
Osu?
Yeah, why not?
No,
This is a
I developed it separately.
What do you mean got developed?
Now the Muse Beat game with the ladies, that is
No, I was thinking of the one where you're like playing guitar, rhythm,
Muse Dash.
something. Is it? No,
No. Which guitar one? There's a lot of them.
it was a recent one.
A recent guitar game?
Yep.
Oh yeah, visual novels fall in that category too. Fuck, forgot about that.
All visual novels now.
No, a lot of them though.
Okay. I don't know how super fight is encouraged as Twitch bait.
I don't even know what Super Fight is.
It's a fucking
Is it full of memes? Because that would make it streamer bait.
I thought. Oh, so was Cynical Brit involved? Oh, this was a card game. It's a physical card game, but they made a version of it. Jackbox streamer bait. Legends of Dungeon Masters. According, this is Twitch bait. What else do we got? This YouTube bait horror. What does jebaited mean? This is really having a hard time. I'm just gonna type in streamer bait games.
I thought that's what you did type.
Define. I put define in there.
You shouldn't have put the word define in there.
Yeah, I did too. Define. Among Us, total streamer bait.
Yeah, super.
Uh-huh.
Some of the most.
So it's just popular,
But not
games.
in the development. It just
Yes,
kind of always had the vibe.
No, but you said it had to be with the intention, with the vibe. You said the developers had the intention to make it a streamer game.
This is true.
You did
I
say
actually,
that.
I'm backing down on that one. I don't think that game is actually streamer bait.
But your definition of it was the vibe,
Right.
like your vibe of
But
them
like
feeling their
that
intention.
game, I had the knee jerk because of how popular it got. When that game came out, it was not popular. That game was never made
know.
to have that.
Well, here's
So
the
I
thing.
don't think it counts.
I think the thing about,
It wasn't made quick and cheap.
I would say any game made from the last 5 years.
Crab game probably streamer bait.
100%. Are you kidding me? It's a meme game. You
Well, now
meme
you're sitting
games
here
are
telling
stream bait.
me that you're like, oh, now you're the fucking expert on
No,
stream bait games.
Here's a stream bait game. Here's my take on stream bait. Any game made in the last 6 years, all of them want someone streaming it, with the
No,
exception
that's
of
not the same.
with the exception of Nintendo.
That's not the same though.
Well, it's their
It's not
intention-
purely developed because like an esports game, right? Esports games aren't streamer bait. Except for what happened with what was that one? Apex? No,
Okay.
like the one with the Predator, not like Apex, not Legends. The one with where you played as a monster and it was like 1-on-4.
Evolve.
That was Evolve, right? That one approached streamer bait
But that was before streaming really became popular. Why would they bait it?
because there was supposed to be an esports scene when they were developing it.
So it's esport bait, not streamer bait.
No, because they wanted people to. It's a totally different.
Oh, totally different thing.
You're
The
trying to
game-
poke holes in my interpretation of this,
'cause
but the problem is my interpretation of it is purely vibes based. You
I
can't
know.
poke holes
That's
in
what
it.
I was saying. It's purely vibe of your dictation of what is that to you.
Yep.
So it's
Which means
basically
it's
if you like a
true.
game or not.
No, I like streamer bait games. What are you talking about? I
uh,
just acknowledge what they are.
no, to your definition of it, I think
No,
any.
also you fall victim to ones that are bad.
No, I have a different opinion on games. I'm willing to
Yeah,
spend.
no, yeah, bad for me, not bad for you.
No, even if the games are bad, like I'll buy it and just give it a shot because I don't care. Who cares? It's only money. So I'll buy any game that's cheap, or if it's not even cheap. Hell, I bought Gotham fucking Knights when it was new.
I hung out with friends and watched that and played for most of it.
I didn't play it that long. The game was trash. So I bought
It's in there.
Gotham. No,
There's things in there.
no, there's nothing in it. It's total garbage game. It's
There's
absolute garbage.
things.
There's what thing in there? One
It's
thing.
not gonna be fun to play.
No, besides that, what one thing in
What-
there is good? And Gotham Knight, one thing. Name one thing good in it.
Like, well, you're looking for like mechanics and
Nope,
stuff.
don't care. Tell me one thing that's good of Gotham Knights.
I kinda liked the premise,
Oh, Batman
and
dying.
I kind of like some of the things that the story tried to do.
Besides Batman dying, what? Because if it's all trash.
Well, you didn't play it very long, right?
I got a quarter of the way through it.
How do you know it was a quarter?
Because there's a percentage when you're playing the game.
Oh,
up
that's
until
cool.
it's done. Like, what are you talking about? It tells
No,
you
like,
constantly when you're playing the game.
Yeah, I mean, like where the story, like the idea of like trying to investigate things while you're in the middle of combat, even though it's handled a bit sloppily, is a neat idea.
How are you investigate? When do you investigate while fighting?
You don't remember when you punch people and clues fly out of them?
No, never once.
You pick up the orbs.
No, I don't remember.
It's how
that.
you get the unlocks. You got a quarter of the way through the game and you didn't get the unlock system?
I unlock like gear systems. I got loot. I got
Yeah,
skills.
you don't remember like the thing
Not
where it
notes
gives
that
you the
it
next
lore.
story mission because you did enough side things and you got enough
No,
clues to
side
find the
things
next
are
step?
no. That's different. That's you're doing the
No,
mission.
it's not the side scene. You need it to get to the main quest.
No. It's like that's like you got to beat up X guys and a clue
Well,
pops
no.
up, but it's not specific.
Yeah, it's like
that.
a little orb with a fucking magnifying glass on
That's
it.
a Warcraft fucking quest system. What are you talking about? That's not a good
It's
thing.
like the system is executed poorly, but it's a cool idea in a Batman game that you would need to find clues in order to continue the story.
But it's not finding clues. It's essentially just beat up 7 guys. You're just calling it clues.
Right.
So how is that?
But the
how
guys
is
you
that
beat
good?
up relate back to the person that you're investigating.
Yeah, it's faction.
So there's like an idea here.
yeah, beat up that type of goon. Beat
Yeah.
up that type of goon. Go over here
Yeah.
and beat up that type of goon. How is
Look,
that a good
I'm
system?
saying what I thought was interesting about it, and you're sitting here going, "No, it's actually garbage."
What is it? A Blue's Clues? No, I'm asking you. You're telling me. Go
That's
to
what
an area.
that's one of the things I thought was legitimately interesting about the game design. It was executed poorly. That doesn't mean that like a game is absolute trash.
No, it does.
It
That
does
game is
mean
absolute trash,
You're
and I
also
like
somebody
Batman.
who's gonna hate Batman and Robin the film, probably.
No, I like the movies generally, even though Ben Affleck is the best one. I thought Gotham Knights was one of the most boring fucking games ever played. The story was very lackluster for that what was there.
Oh, it is
And the
linear and
the side quests were
very
just boring.
repetitive.
I do like sexy bat nipples. Those are good ones.
No,
too.
that's Forever. No, wait. Was it Forever? No, that's
So
Batman and Robin. Batman and Forever, good movie. Batman and
said-
Robin, funny movie.
I buy any game because of I'll give it its fair shake. And I bought Gotham Knights, and I still wanted to love that game so fucking much. And it,
They
I
just did a
couldn't.
bad job of how you handle the crew.
What crew?
Because there's the 4.
You
Was it
on-
4? Or was it 3?
It's 4, but you only play as
I don't
one.
know. Well, you switch between them. What are you talking about?
Why would you want to re-gear your characters? You don't
You
have
don't
to.
re-gear them. You build them up together.
You don't have to ever switch your character. Ever.
Yeah, I don't have to, but what if you have the sickness that people I hang out with have?
No, but there's like not even a benefit to it. You do have to re-gear them. What are you talking about?
Well, no, if you just switch between the characters,
Yeah.
you don't re-gear them. You just build them up, and then you switch back to a different character,
So
and then you jump in at a higher level, and then you immediately get new gear, so you replace the gear as you go through it.
you'd be at I'd be at an extreme power level. You'd die right away. Unless you constantly
know.
were flipping the whole constant time, which is grossly
switch between
inefficient.
every mission.
Why? No one's whatever. I don't care.
What do you mean? I just hung out with people who beat the game playing it like that. No one does that.
Yeah, but you told me one thing about the game. You told me one thing that they
Oh,
Where-
I mean, the combat system approached good, but they fucked up because they forgot what was really good in the other games, and they made it more mashy.
no,
But
the combat
was
was the
fun.
worst. The combat's Avengers. It's not like any
How do
Arkham
I-
game. It's
Because, all right, here's how
Yeah.
it's like an Arkham game.
How?
Because it does try to play with the idea of stealth takedowns.
Kind
They
of.
made the stealth system bad, so it's actually very difficult to actually use it.
No, you can usually get it off once.
Well, you can get it off once. Do you remember what the stealth
Yeah.
sequences were like in
Yes,
those
I
old
do.
Batman
As
games?
I said, it's
Yeah.
Avengers.
They
This is
fucking ruled.
Avengers. This is Avengers. What was good about Gotham Knight besides a very loose thing about the story being somewhat good because Batman dies and a loot
No.
mechanic?
What do you mean loose? I just don't want to fucking spoil like where the game goes in the last third.
Tell me what happens in the first quarter.
Batman's dead.
Okay. I'm starting to doubt
And then
that you
everybody
actually saw
goes
it.
and thinks about what Batman meant to them, and that was kind of okay.
Yeah, the
at
first
certain
cinema
points.
scene. Okay, keep going on.
Everybody has one of those. Every character has their own like thing, and it unlocks more powers for them.
No, you walk through the cinema scene based on who you started with. It's like their opening cinema, so it depends on which character you chose.
No. The thing that gives you your traversal tool.
I guess I'll buy it when it's like 90% off. I think
That's
it is
the right way to do it.
It is 90% off on
Is it right?
on PlayStation. I saw it
I
for
think you can
like,
also play it on just Xbox Game Pass.
I don't think so. Maybe.
I thought somebody told me you could, and I was like, nah,
No,
it's still
that's
not enough for me to
Redfall.
do that again. And I didn't even play it directly.
Redfall is going to be on there. I still like again. I have not been told one thing that didn't happen in the first 2 minutes of the game.
No. What are you talking about? The traversal tools are cool. Except for, okay, no, that's not true, because 2 of them have kind of dumb traversal tools. But,
I'm trying to think of what you mean by traversal tool.
let's see.
I'm gonna look this one up.
Some
just
people
'cause I
get
don't know.
gliders. Some people get, like, the ability to jump off of, I think Red Hood gets the ability to, like, jump off of the air, like, because he's in contact. No. It's the Robin who died.
That's Red
He
Hood.
still is in touch with magic.
No,
No, I mean, I thought the other one died too.
no. Red Hood dies. Red Hood dies.
Just
That's
Red Hood?
Yes, that's
Okay.
why.
Yeah,
he's
then it was
pissed
Red
off.
Hood's the one who can jump off of magic.
No, he doesn't have magic. He has guns. He's gun boy.
No, you didn't get far enough.
It's
He's still in contact with the shit from when he was on the other side.
Ghostwire Tokyo also sucked dick.
Ghostwire Tokyo had interesting
might like it.
ideas and okay graphics, but
I'm pretty
also
sure
the
his
combat was
traversal
one
tool
thing over and over again.
was a sorry, Tim was texting me. Would you say Ghostwire? Unless you want to go through Japan,
Jason Todd.
I would say that's like its only charm. That's about it. But other than that, I would say no. It's kind of shit. So, the end. All right, I'm already bored of talking about it, though. Gotham still sucks though. So does Ghostwire Tokyo.
It's not a
In
good
fact,
game,
if you want Ghostwire Tokyo, I could have probably gave it to you.
but
Had a
if you
code.
can get it really cheap, you might be able to have some times with it.
Nah, it's streamer bait. Don't bother, Solomon.
It's not streamer bait. It's a bad game. That's different than streamer bait.
I thought it was the vibe it was having. I don't care.
That's not the same vibe.
Is Suicide Squad going to be streamer bait?
Nah, too big.
Suicide Squad is going to be the same game as Gotham Knight.
Okay. Unrelated
T.
to streamer bait conversation.
I know, just saying, same exact game. Literal. Actually, that's not true. They canceled the game and they're redoing it, which is fucking wild. Sully! Did you get your days off yet, man? Is Lucy still here? Because I actually have a question. Var came back. Who's Var? What about Ari Village, 10-foot tall MILF? I don't think she's that hot, and I don't know why people liked her too much.
Well, no. See, Tool, here's the thing. You don't have the same kinds of kinks as many people do.
I looked up Gollum porn.
Right. That wasn't your kink. You were just curious.
No, I was just curious about it.
Some people, there's a whole group of people who just want a dommy mommy.
Is she Dommy though? Like,
Oh, very much so.
I don't remember being that Dommy.
She restrains you.
No, does she?
Do you not remember the part where she grabs you by the throat and holds you against the wall?
That's not restraining.
That's a fetish.
I thought it'd be like handcuffs and shit. Because I know she does something to your hand, but I don't want to say it because Solomon hasn't played it, I guess. So I'm not going to say it. But she does some.
Also, her ass is at eye level. Everyone wants that.
Is it? I just don't know. I don't know. She reminds me of Dick Tracy for some reason.
What?
Her outfit attire.
Tool, did you have a bad experience with Dick Tracy and now like anything that reminds you of it, you're like, I can't find this. I can't find this.
I
arousing."
don't like the 50s aesthetic that much. And her
I don't think she's
dresses.
50s.
Her
She's
dress
just got
reminds me of it.
She's got like a Southern style, like 70s.
No, she
thing
looks
going
like
on.
Jessica Rabbit. Her outfit.
No,
I get the
not
Jessica
even
Rabbit.
close. She's wearing a
Well,
dress.
people have
Is
been
that what you
modding the
fucking
hell
mean?
out of her. Thus, I have stream. Have stream. Wait, what? Well, people have been
Monk,
modding the hell out
you
of her.
say
yes.
that, but I know what you mean. Yeah, buddy.
Ah! I mean, I never. I was also.
He
I don't
doesn't
wanna-
get it. He just doesn't get it.
I don't want to spoil it, but I was also very surprised at how much she was the figure and how little she's in the game.
Less than a third.
Way less.
On April 16 of 2023, at around 12 a.m., a man named Jacob wakes
That
up
was
to a
fucking
strange
loud.
noise outside his room. Trembling with fear, he gets out
This
of
is for
bed
Solomon.
and encounters something that leaves him extremely unnerved.
They need
Is
to
this
pay
Solomon?
Not too long ago, I featured a video from
Wait!
Jacob, who you may
It's
remember
in
as the
portrait
man
mode!
who
Is
this
inherited
the
an old
doll?
house
Is it
and
the
a creepy
doll?
clown doll that both belonged to his
Said
grandmother.
the word doll after you
The
said
clown
that.
doll, known as
Oh.
Jeffrey, scares him.
This isn't even the one with the girl, the mom. It was the mom who had all the mannequins and the antiques in the house.
Because of this, he keeps Jeffrey locked up in a separate room away from him. But then one night,
Fuck Jeffrey.
something happens that spooks Jacob out of his mind. It's close to midnight when a loud bang wakes him up. He hears a couple more noises before suddenly realizing that the sounds are coming from the room next to his where the clown doll was put. What happens next scares the living daylights out of him. Take a look.
That wall needs some work.
I know that wall is really pissing me off, and so is the termites. Who has this dolly shit on the end of your fucking
Goily
bed?
on the fucking end of the.
Yeah,
That
what are
is
you
that
gonna-
a bed or a couch arm?
I thought it was the end
Like,
of his
what's happening?
bed. What's like stopping the dust on the bed?
stop-
Is this black mold?
The wall has a giant crack through it.
Is that
He's living in
Jesus?
a trap
Hold on.
house.
I saw Jesus. Hold on, thump. Hold on. One more turn. There it is.
There's no
Look
way. in
at
fuck-
him.
No way in fuck does this person actually live here.
I think the
shitty-ass
downstairs
wallpaper, by
is
the way.
good. No, that's Jesus.
No, I mean like the wallpaper. You can see the flowers in it.
I'm gonna still pray to it. I look. Oh, where the fuck is this pinned on?
So this entire setup is just a setup.
No, that's on the
No one
trim.
actually lives here because they would fucking die
This
from
is
the
a,
mold.
This is on trim. The downstairs looks nice though. This pareidolia. No.
No, they had to record this in the shitty looking room so that you'd believe it's haunted.
Oh, clothes on floor. It's looked like someone's living there. I don't
This
think I
is-
would put my clothes on the floor.
This is the streamer bait of videos.
No. Wow, this one might be. I think that's more Nuke. Honestly, I think it's Nuke who does that. I don't get this house though. Like, I just don't understand it. Don't tell me the clown Jeff is right
Look
there.
at that fucking wall, dude.
I hate that wall.
The doors, the paint's all scratched.
Well, how does paint get so scratched?
This house is old as shit. There used to be a thing on that door, like a name tag. Okay, no, that was like a light switch where it was like a pull string.
It was
This
a pull
house is
string.
just super old.
That was a pull string.
Yeah.
Is that super loud? That feels super loud.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the mannequin, that fucking jester or whatever it is extremely haunted. If I had one of those, I could make a horror movie so easy.
I bet that gesture is going to be closer to the door or looking at the door.
Didn't they show footage of it just standing in a room?
That doesn't sound like footsteps on the stairs, by the way.
It just sounds like the wood creaking
I
from
knew
where
it!
they're leaning over.
I knew it! He's looking at him!
It's weird how that happened after he turned away.
As Jacob checks the room where the sounds were coming from, a loud noise is heard from downstairs. He looks nervously down the
one's
staircase
stupid.
when suddenly the sound of footsteps
Most
going
of them
up
are
the
stupid.
stairs is heard. Yet, as he looks closely, no one appears to be there.
Oh my god, this
He then
one's...
quickly turns around to see the door
I can
opening
do
slowly, showing
most of
Jeffrey,
these
whose head is now in a different
myself.
position. Initially seen facing
Ah,
the wall,
Solomon.
the clown is now staring at the door. Jacob quickly ends the video here and locks himself in his room until the following morning.
I would leave the
That
house.
lock
This
isn't
night,
stopping
He
anyone.
was absolutely certain that Jeffrey was haunted. Afraid it might happen again or something
fucked
worse
the
may
door.
occur, he decides to move Jeffrey into the
Just
basement.
to show it who's boss.
Another update.
That's not
You
the
know,
basement.
I think I'm definitely gonna be moving Jeffrey. Like,
You mean your basement doesn't
Whatever
have a
happened last
sloped
night.
roof like an attic?
I don't want him near me.
This also just looks like the bottom of his stairs.
I'm gonna be putting him in the basement.
Oh,
so
possibly.
I'm gonna follow up. This
Maybe
is
he
the
put it
result
underneath the
so
stairs
far.
in the basement.
His basement looks
Leave him
cleaner
here.
than the upstairs.
For now.
Look how nice those the brick walls are.
Is there a
I'm gonna
kiddie
put
pool in his basement?
Camera here. Jeffrey's still.
What's
a
that
rotary
pump hooked
saw.
up to?
That's a
So,
rotary saw, it looks like,
We're
right
gonna
there.
see if there's anything I missed.
With a
Why
gray
does the
thing in the
basement
bottom
have a
right?
window?
Now, unlike before, Jacob will keep an eye on Jeffrey
seeing
by
his
placing a
bulge?
security camera
That's
in
a
front of
powerful
him.
squat.
If
That was
anything
a good
happens,
squat.
he'll be notified immediately via a notification sent by the camera. Fast forward to a few
Reolink.
nights later,
Should
and
be
he's
Jeff Link.
notified
Never
of
heard of
movement inside the
Reolink.
basement.
That sounds
He
cheap.
checks the camera's live feed
It's
and
a streamer
sees that the
bait of
camera is
cameras.
moving side to side. Now, this didn't alarm him, as he forgot that the heater on which the camera was placed on top has
Fuck
a
you!
timer that turns it on and makes it oscillate. The heater had simply turned on during this time,
Why?
but as he
No.
continues to watch,
No.
As soon as the camera leaves the view of the thing, something's gonna happen.
Why? It's a turny knob, and also, why would you have a fucking heater?
Why
You're
would you
putting-
have a heater in a room you're not even in?
But more importantly, you're gonna put a fucking camera on a heated device?
It's gonna
Yeah.
melt.
something happens that
This
terrifies
camera's
him to his
melting.
core. Watch.
Why is it also on a timer? All right, if that, watch it. Watch that head's gonna turn. I just don't see why they couldn't just turn the head while we're looking.
Watch,
at
it's gonna go completely off camera.
it. Yeah. Why couldn't we look and watch it turn?
All right, is any change yet? No. Okay, we have. Oh, it's a Wise camera. That's fun. I have some of their lights. They kind of suck.
All right, here
But
we
these are
go.
cheap and color changing. So that's fun.
Here we go. Oh, it moved its arms.
Yeah, it moved when it was what 85% off the screen.
That's that was loud. The loudness made me jump. That was fucking loud. This is demonology. We played this game. Solomon would have been crying already.
As the camera oscillates from side to side, the clown's arm eerily
What do you think they
moves
did
on
to
its
break
own.
the light?
Seconds
Did they
later,
shot it?
the light bulb blows out in a loud explosion, making the basement completely dark.
No,
Following that, a strange voice is heard whispering something
My
that's
guess?
hard to make out.
I didn't
Not
see
much else
any.
happens after this,
Like,
but
usually if a
everything that
light
happened
blows, there'll
before
be a
was
bright
enough for
flash
Jacob
when
to
it does
decide
that,
that
because
Jeffrey should
for a
remain
moment-
locked up in the
And then you
basement.
see the
filament is exposed
filament
to the
left.
air.
in case he
You don't
moves
see it light
again.
up. You didn't
For
see
now,
that.
I didn't
no
see
further
that happen,
updates have been
which
posted by
makes me
Jacob.
believe it was just flipped
But
off and they
until
added
then,
a sound.
This video
But
remains a
then again-
mystery.
Or stomped on the ground or something.
But then again, though, maybe the Wise camera just sucks.
This next
I'm
video
more
comes from
inclined
a
to believe
man
they're
whose
faking it.
entire home is filled with Bibles and other religious artifacts that he worships on the daily.
Dios míos!
If he's not praying, then he's most likely sitting at his piano playing a song with
Wait,
verses from the
that's all you're
Bible.
doing all day?
Pretty much everything
TikTok,
he has
apparently.
or does in this
Look at the
apartment
format.
is based on something religious. Now you might be thinking that this man is simply devoted to his religion. While that's partly
was no
true,
red circle,
the main
yeah.
reason as to why he
Nice.
prays a lot
Fucked us
has to
all.
do with something
Well, then.
completely different.
Jesus Christ.
As it turns out, this man has been experiencing strange
Yes,
happenings
well,
in
it's
his
kinda
My
my
new
home.
new
camera
the
placement,
butt
you
plug
can
Ever
see
since
my
visiting his
head.
father's
That's
gravesite
fun.
at the cemetery, he can't shake the feeling that something has followed him home. Whatever it might be, he's
We've
deeply
been
afraid
to
of it.
cemeteries before. And
For this reason, he's been praying and singing religious songs
We
more
left a
so than
coin?
usual
No, we
as
never
an
even
attempt
left a
to get
coin.
rid of
We
the
never even
evil
left a coin.
entity that now lives in his home.
I stole money.
One day, while taking
Did
a
you?
nap, he wakes
Come at
up
me,
to a
Ghost. No,
loud
I
noise in the
didn't
living
care
room.
enough. I'm not gonna
He
sit
grabs
there
his
and walk
phone
around with a
and
pocket full of
records
change. Are you
this.
fucking-
Well, I thought you picked it up. I was like, what a dick.
Yeah. It would be extremely rude of me.
Yeah,
I
what
just
a
did.
I bet Conti did though, or Shorn.
Conti was there.
Yeah,
got
he
very
was
drunk.
there.
He didn't really contribute anything to the ghost investigation.
Nope.
Cosas extrañas en el apartamento, son las
4:13. Whoa, what is that clock at?
It was said for something.
Están sucediendo como cosas raras.
Titanic? Wait, what? Oh, Matrix? Okay.
This guy loves movies.
I'm gonna say I like his living room.
Yeah, this is nice.
Very modern.
Es en el comedor.
Not sure about his poster design. Couch could probably.
Kind of weird that he
Some
left his
cerradas.
phone there and then is walking around with. What I
Dude, this
assume is a
couch is
phone.
nice. No, it's whoever knocked that shit over. It was their phone.
Yeah, there's just an extra phone here.
No, that's the person who knocked the shit.
I'm sure it is. I'm just also confirming there's an extra
Feeling
phone
slightly unnerved, the man sees a set of eating
He's not alone.
utensils swing side to side as though a
Why are they all
strong
so
breeze had
hanging
passed by.
Why are they
But as the
even
man
hanging there?
points out, all windows are closed shut. Naturally,
Has
he
this
was
been
stricken with
subtitled?
fear,
Because I didn't see that.
but not as much as the next incident,
Yes.
as what happens then
The
leaves
entire
him
time.
terribly shaken up. A few days
I didn't
after this
see Dios
occurrence,
míos.
the man uploads a video
I was
in
saying
which he
Dios
appears to be
míos.
deeply
I'm
distressed.
a racist asshole.
Watch.
But he also apparently sings gospel music all the time on his channel, so whatever.
Because Jesus, he knows me, and he knows I'm right. I've been
Don't leave
talking
me
to
in peace.
Jesus all my life. Why is the camera on you? I'm going to be honest, guys.
Because
I'm
it's
not-
his cell phone.
I know, but I'm ghosting now. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I don't want? I never would have it at me. I'd have it at a doorway. I'd always have it at a doorway or not on my face.
He's selling himself. Like,
To who?
This is on
Satan?
No, this is on TikTok. Look at the font.
Wait, there's a door outside in his bedroom? Why does the dining room look so much better than his bedroom? Da-da. Also, your
Ghost can't
kitchen,
even play a song, dude.
it's such a nice fucking kitchen and dining room, but you can't afford a door at Home Depot for the low cost of $38?
Oh my god, there's no one there.
Wait, I thought that was
En el nombre de Jesús te ordeno que te vayas.
play an instrument now, bitch. Even though it won't matter, but I want to see that key move.
En el
Dun.
nombre de Jesús ordeno que te vayas.
Is that a camera over there too? Dun.
Looks like a webcam, but
It didn't even move.
yeah, it just made a noise. Then, if arguably it made a noise.
Unless it was at the key closest to us. Then we wouldn't be able to see that. That thing's not even moving. Also, it's
No
electronic!
tienes derecho de estar aquí. Ordeno
But
que
yeah,
te
there's a
vas.
webcam there. But given that this is a TikTok video, I bet this person is a content producer.
But is the keyboard even on?
There's no lights on the top of it.
Oh, I think it is. Is it? Is that center thing on? The center thing's on.
Is it on?
I guess.
Why would you leave that on?
I don't know. Seems like a waste of power. Is it on? It looks like it's on.
Yeah, but it's also got like one of those
Ordeno
old.
que te vas en el nombre de Jesús.
All right.
Yeah, that's on.
Play an instrument. Play
That's
a note. Play a note. Hit the button.
Yeah.
I want to see that
Coward.
button move.
Push a button.
No! Look back at it, you son of a bitch! Now he's gonna hit it with his other hand. Oh, it didn't move. That was good. I mean,
That was good.
That was actually good. That was good. It actually moved.
Do you
So
want a spoiler though?
it was.
Appearing
lot
to
of
be
a
fed
lot
up
of
with the
keyboards like
supposed
that can actually
spirit,
play
the man
themselves.
tells the
And they
spirit
will
to leave at
confuse when you
once.
do
I
so.
don't think
But
that's
after
what,
having done
what I
so,
think it is.
a piano key is seemingly
Is
pressed by an unseen
Magician's
force.
string.
The man quickly rushes out of the
Pulling it
room in a
down.
I don't
panic
know if you
frenzy.
can pull down
It was now
on
clear to
that.
him
No, on the
that
other side of the
something
bed.
was
On the other side of the
provoking
bed.
on the inside.
But as if that wasn't obvious enough, 4 days later, this happens. It's 3 in the morning when the
My
man
man
and his
poster
girlfriend,
really
who were staying the
wanted
night, wake
is
up
the
to
worst
strange
time.
noises.
Wait,
What happens
girlfriend?
next
That's not when it gets
leaves them
spooky.
highly unsettled.
I'm not one
Take
to
a look.
judge here, but is he living with his girlfriend unwed?
That's not what I'm judging on. What I'm going to judge on
Is
is
that a GameCube?
he's up and about at 3:16 a.m. pointing his camera around, and there's another person in that bed.
Yeah, he's talking to you. Look at that power strip. Cable managements could use
Big
some work.
TV, big TV in that corner.
I know, but what's with that GameCube? That is
Mickey
awesome,
Mouse
right?
hanging off the end of big TV.
Did no one see that?
No estoy solo, esta vez estoy con mi novia que por fin decidió venir a acompañarme, pues estaba asustada debido a todas estas cosas que están pasando.
Living with a girlfriend on what? Yeah, because I was under the impression with the amount of crosses that he was extremely religious. So I'm just being a judgmental fuck about it.
Oh, it's a Bake. All right.
Is that another camera? On the left and Windex on the bottom? That it? Is that a cam? That's a camera, right? No, it's a gun.
Quédese acá, quédese acá, yo
It's
voy
like a
solo,
camera.
I know,
You
but
only
it
get
had,
to
a,
use
it had
it
a
once.
handle.
¿no?
It had a handle or something. Dude, do you live at his? Do they live at home with the mama? Because if that's the case, why have a curtain?
There's a bed just like on the other end of this curtain.
Yeah, so whose room is that then? Is that supposed to be the girlfriend's? There's
Yeah,
still
girlfriend, you
stuff
should-
there. There's still that bag. What's that bag about?
En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate.
No, reveal yourself to bad
Sorry,
thing.
it was me, Jeff. I was just getting some food.
You know, the guy staying at the house, you said I could play at any time?
It's an Airbnb.
En el nombre de
It's fucked
Jesús,
up.
manifiéstate.
Is someone gonna peek out? Wait, is that Annabelle? No, it is Annabelle! Annabelle poster.
The guy loves horror movies. Weird.
I thought I saw someone duck down behind there. Let's go to the kitchen carefully.
Manifiéstate en el nombre de Jesús. Te ordeno que te manifiestes.
Again, I really like everything else in their house except for their
All right.
bedroom, really. Their bedroom just
I'm
seems
just gonna
weird.
say, statistically speaking, most ghosts don't give a fuck about Jesus.
This is true, probably. Is
Yeah.
that a no, that was a door, right? In the kitchen. Oh no, why is all the stuff
on the
on the
floor?
floor? Glass.
Glass.
Mira, amor, mira. Las quieren mentiras, amor.
Yeah, it's called
Clean
glass.
your house. Can't believe you broke a glass and then filmed it for content.
Es un vaso.
It was probably a cheap glass, Goodwill style.
Mira todos los cajones.
Why are there stuff hanging in there? I guess they're making use of their stuff. Is the laundry there? Comes out of the laundry, gets
Yeah.
hung up right away. Is that what that is?
That
Where's the
appears to be what
water
it
go?
is.
I feel like that should be an open concept
Strangely,
though in
the
front of the
wind chimes
kitchen.
move on their
They
own,
should
and
open
the
it up so
kitchen
you can
appears to
kind
be
of see
ransacked.
outside and maybe like
Yet according to
bring
the
up the
man,
room instead
no
of
signs
in
of
like a
forced
box.
Yeah,
entry
bring
were
it up
seen
with the
anywhere in
fucking
the house.
architect tool.
Further adding to his strangeness,
Wow, what
the
the
man
fuck?
says that his girlfriend
That's
felt
not
very
even
ill
gentle.
only minutes after this
Let
incident.
me
Whether or not this had something to do
film
with
my
her sudden illness
sleeping
is unknown.
girlfriend.
But
He's
He's
just
considering what
cuddling
happened
her.
9 days later,
Why is
the
she
man
not
can't help
feeling
but think
better?
that the spirit was responsible for this.
Ooh, that had an
It's late at
alien
night,
salt
and the man is
shaker.
once again woken up by mysterious noises
3 o'clock again.
when this is captured.
And a
It's always 3
Tamagotchi.
o'clock.
Why does he have so many clocks?
So you know it's 3 o'clock.
There was like 6 clocks in there, I think. At least 4. See, imagine if that wall was open. Is there stairs? Is there fucking stairs?
Where'd the bed go? Oh, it's just dark.
Different room, different room.
No, it's not. It's just dark.
Oh. Is this the kitchen room? Is the kitchen up
This
ahead?
is the room with the Matrix.
Okay, I thought
poster.
there's no.
There's
no
the
stair.
alien, the salt shaker again.
Turn on a fucking light. Why are you walking in shadow this time?
Because we need to have something super creepy happen, so you need to be able to have people sneak around.
We're in a first-person shooter right now.
This is streamer bait.
I don't like that's so not fat people appropriate though. Getting behind that table, pain in the ass.
This isn't your fucking apartment. Why
Not
are
the
you
point.
getting offended?
Judging the shit.
He didn't. This man didn't build this. I don't think.
At least he dropped it. That was a drop. That could have been a cracked phone.
He went right back though.
He might have had an OtterBox though. That wouldn't have done
He
any
went
damage.
right back.
OtterBox would have had no damage. It's a quality device.
Without warning,
If
you
the
were
sound
really
of
afraid
footsteps
for your
charging
life,
at full throttle
would
can be
you
heard heading towards the
run
man
back to
before
your
being
room,
attacked by an unseen
probably get
presence.
done,
After the
and then go
first
straight
one,
back out there
the
to
man
pick it up?
stands in silence while
After
trying
the
to
first
process
event,
what
I
just
would have left
happened.
and burned down the
He
house.
then picks up his phone and ends
There
the
you
video
go.
here.
Also, because it doesn't have an open
Although
floor
undoubtedly
concept.
strange, viewers find it
I mean, we
stranger
could
that the
improve
man
it.
doesn't turn on the lights in most of
Yeah,
these
I
incidents.
I don't know if he
Right?
can.
But
It's
the
my
reason for this,
apartment.
according to him, is that the lights for most of the rooms are located at the main entrance, which he stays away from
That's not
as
true.
he's too scared to approach. Whether
That's
ghost
not
or
true.
not,
He
the
did
man
it the last
continues to
time.
pray and read passages
afraid
from
to
the
go to the
Bible
entrance
in
of
the
his
hopes
house?
that doing so would get rid of the strange presence
Also, I feel
that
like
haunts him.
that's a terrible concept design. Maybe while you're tearing down the kitchen wall a little bit to make it a little open, you can
In
also
early
add some more light
January of
switches.
2023, a woman named Nancy Malkin had a
Yeah,
very strange
sure.
encounter with something in her child's bedroom. Nancy says that the reason she had went up
Man.
to her son's bedroom in the first place
Never
was
give
because
up.
she saw something quite unusual
Yeah,
on the security camera
shitty
that's placed in this
fucking
room.
skeleton thing.
She had woken up from a nap before looking over
Wait,
at the
how
camera's live
old?
feed and seeing a strange orb flying around her son's
1,000
toys.
years.
Wait, is
It
the
would seem to zip around in a
child
strange way and react
4?
to objects it touched as though it had a mind of its own. Now, Nancy had been looking at this orb for quite some time.
how old do you think
More
this
than
kid
5
is?
minutes have
I
passed
thought, like,
since
6
initially
was that
spotting the
bad.
mysterious orb, and still, it continued to float around in the same spot. Now, curious as to what exactly was being caught on camera, she walks over to her son's room, but strangely finds nothing there.
Anything
Nothing
with the
visible
naked
could be seen with her
eye.
naked eye. But on
Alright.
camera, she could still see the ball of light floating around the same spot. In this short clip, Nancy's observing the orb via the security camera's live feed on her phone. Mind you, that without the phone, she can't see anything in person. While looking at the live feed, she
So
sees
odd.
the ball of light moving frenetically. Watch.
What are you pointing at?
Yeah,
It's
there's
done
a
in
laser pointer,
yeah, it's done in post.
or it might just be a laser pointer.
I don't
It
think
went
so.
onto her hand. Come on.
It's done in post. The resolution on that dot is higher than
Now, at one
rounded.
point, Nancy starts to communicate with the orb. She
Look-
tells
look
it to
how
touch her
bright it
hand
is.
when something pretty interesting happens. The orb quickly moves away
She
from her hand
became
as though she had
pregnant.
scared it. Nancy decides to leave this
Jesus?
mysterious orb alone and call it a day.
You
The
should let
orb
Jesus
continues to
know
fly
that he's
around the same
needed at that
spot
other
even
house.
after she goes.
Look
But
at
only
this
minutes later-
bed. You're sleeping in bed.
A
You're
fort.
jamming out, but you can take a slide down.
How much space does that take up?
I don't care. This kid's fucking living the life. They're like, all right, mom, I'm gonna go with my fort. And then you're down here. They're like, all right, I gotta go to bed. You climb up. You're on. You now. You have. They need to add a moat system, and then it's golden.
After rechecking the camera,
water in
the
your
orb is
house?
no longer there.
Why you put
It
a
has
fucking
simply
slide in there?
vanished. Ever since recording
It's totally
this, the
different.
orb hasn't shown itself again. Nancy believes that this mysterious orb might have been the
Now, the
spirit
kid
of a
needs
child
a
as it
gun.
kept floating around her son's toys. Perhaps it just wanted to play with them, as Nancy states. But
Why?
whatever it might have been, she
He's
claims
gonna
that this
play the
mysterious
fucking
orb
Famicom
was
at
intelligent
best.
as it responded to everything she
It is
did.
definitely in post though, because it doesn't
To this
slide
day,
down like a
she
laser
still
pointer would've.
questions what this ball of light was doing inside her son's bedroom.
It's also brighter than any brightness in that whole
If you
fucking
caught something
image.
creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next
orb
compilation, you can
travels
send them
along the
over to
ground.
Scary Videos
I still can't
444.
wait to do it.
There's an apartment in Poland where something very strange has
Oh,
been
we
going
saw
on.
this. This is
The
update
man
then.
who lives there
Nope, never mind.
claims that
Thought it was
whenever
a
he's
woman.
by himself, he can't help but feel as though someone else is inside.
Him.
When his roommates are gone and he has the place to himself, Weird noises
started
happen out of
jacking.
nowhere. Now, what makes these occurrences extra strange is that they always seem to happen during the nighttime. Knowing when
Yep,
they usually occur,
convenient,
the man
spooky
has his
time.
phone ready in hand and proceeds to record the following video. No one else is
This
home
is Sullivan, by the
when
way.
this
Polish.
is captured.
Hej, ogólnie to od jakiegoś czasu cały czas
God damn!
coś właśnie takie
That's
dziwne
gonna be the
hałasy.
sound of Sidewinder getting a ham. Oh! Flick
Real
of the
convenient
lights!
that he was recording on his phone before all this happened.
Yeah, but also, the lights were flicking on and on. They gotta get the UV light to check for fingerprints.
Jak?
Dude, look at all the tattoos. What is that
Yeah, I
bottle
don't
of? Is
know.
that Mike's Hard
Must be
Lemonade
impossible.
right there? What is that on the left?
No, that looks like a little like whiskey bottle or something.
I know, that's what I thought it was. Oh, that's one of the bottles that fell. Hello there. Aha! Got you! That's a nice looking bathroom.
There's laundry in the bathroom. That's
That's normal. That's normal for Europe.
normal.
Yeah, at least in the UK and I guess Poland.
I don't think.
It's only washer though, and not. That's not dirty water. Why would they turn it on?
You put your clean clothes on the radiator just outside the bathroom to dry it.
Fire hazard too, but true, that's what they do. Why turn off the lights? Oh, it's all the way open. What are you doing?
Let's see. He's turning the light back on.
Oh, it keeps turning off. It's crazy the door is blocking someone putting their hand there.
Look directly at the light switch when it flips, motherfucker.
Mysteriously, the bathroom faucet is left running as though someone or something had turned it
Also,
on.
did you notice
The man shuts
the
it off
faucet,
while
the
seeming
water was
confused
building
as to how
more
it turned
than
on by itself.
was
He
draining?
heads back
That
to
could
his
be a
been
room
on
problem.
when
since the
eerily the
beginning
light
of the
switch, which he
fucking
just turned
video.
on, is immediately
What I'm saying
turned
though,
off.
it's still a clogging
It
issue.
seems
They
that
need to
whoever or
they need to
whatever
put a
was on the
snake
other end of the
down there.
hall had switched off the light. Now
Just
this
some
wouldn't be
friendly
the end of
advice.
it, as only a few nights later,
You're telling
something
people to
just
fucking
as creepy
remodel their
happens.
homes and snake their
It's
drains?
nighttime.
Fine,
When the
put
man
some
recording
lye in
hears
there then.
banging
Get some
noises
lye in there,
outside
some
his
hot
door.
water after.
No.
With his
Different
heart
pipes.
pounding in his ears,
Stop trying
he
to fix
records
people's
this.
houses. Fix your own house.
It's fine. I don't have running water issues. It's all good.
No, your
What the
house.
fuck's that on his wall?
Nie, ja pierdolę.
No, fuck me. No, fuck you.
All right. Waking up at 3 o'clock with my camera again.
Does he have a lock on his door?
Uh-oh. Is something on fire?
I was hoping fire. If there was a fire, that's a power play. I'm gonna allow it. His backpack's on the ground.
Look for a chicken bone on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Why chickens?
I don't know. That's what it always looked like when I was playing Phasmo.
There are skull bones and rib cages.
Did they change it since the last time I had played? Because it used to be just like a single bone.
Co jest kurwa?
It changes. It
Like when I
rotates.
played it in I was supposed to say when I was playing it in VR, that looked very much just like an animal bone.
All right, so lights there. Did he turn off or on? Oh, that's the light for that room. What happened? I missed it.
Something straight out of a horror movie.
Wow.
The man peeks out from his bedroom, peering into the darkness of the hallway to
I
see if
missed it.
anyone's there. Finding nobody inside the bathroom, the man
Not as
quickly
good as
walks
the
back to his room,
Crash
but
Bandicoot
stops in his
woe, but
tracks
pretty
upon
good.
noticing the sudden mess in the kitchen. Appearing as though a massive earthquake had struck the place, the man runs back into his room in
Oh.
full terror before ending the video.
I thought he saw
What happened
somebody.
that night has left him shaken up. It's unknown if the man continues to live inside the apartment, as no updates or new videos have been posted. But as with most videos,
Could even be a boat,
I'll
Monk.
let you come up with your own conclusions.
Could it even be a boat?
Is something living inside this man's apartment? Or might there be
I
an
hate his
explanation
tattoos.
for all that's happened?
I absolutely hate his tattoo. Bone? Oh, dude, a
In this
bone of
next
a bone.
video, two friends
Stay
are hosting
strong.
a live stream
Yes!
when something pretty spooky is captured live.
That's what I want to hear.
Now, the two boys in this video
Uh-huh.
often do live streams while playing video games late at night.
Yeah, but what's
They
the
It
Wait,
just
think
so
what are they
happens
playing?
that this
On the couch
particular
like this?
incident
No,
took
I
place
bet-
during
I
an
bet this is
all-nighter,
just
where around 5 in the
enlarged.
morning, a strange
I'd
noise
hope.
is heard in the kitchen. The
Well,
two
I've seen a
usually
lot of
play in the
bad
living room,
streams.
so the noise was close by when it happened. The boys thought it was a family member who was grabbing a morning snack, so they shrugged it off and didn't think much of it.
Uh-huh.
Audio.
But later on, something
for-
happens that grabs their full attention and prompts them to end the
No,
live
that
stream
kid's
immediately.
smiling. That kid's
While
smiling.
playing in the dark, this happens.
Not swearing enough for it to be a live stream. They're not even talking.
What game do you think they're playing though?
I don't know. If there's audio from the TV though on the microphone, then I'm mad. And he's quiet as shit.
They're playing FIFA. The kid's smiling.
Tool. I give the stream 2 out
What
of
is
10.
it? What is he doing? What is he doing right now with that?
Or 1 out of 5. Unintelligible. It was captured for a live stream.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check my phone.
5 a.m. Did they play all through the night? That's amazing.
That's 5 a.m. It's pretty dark for 5.
Well, look out the window though. See the
Yeah, I
light out there?
suppose. A little. I thought it was just a normal
At
It's
light.
first,
lighter
the fridge
light
door
is
seemingly
inside.
opens on its own, as though someone had gone over to grab
Yeah,
a
side
snack.
one is gonna act way
At least
better
that's
than
what the
this.
two boys thought, considering that one of them has a brother who wakes up around this time to cook something up.
At
Thinking that
5?
he left the fridge door open by accident.
What is wrong
one
with
of them
this
gets
family?
up to close it. But
a
as they
big
walk
living room.
back, this happens.
You got these two people
The chair
screaming in the
swiftly
middle
moves
of
on
the
its
night.
own
You got a
by more
brother
than a
waking
few
up
inches,
at 5 to
causing
cook
both friends to
something.
freeze in their tracks. It was at this point that they both knew that something unexplainable had occurred. Something
Gotta stay strong, brother. Built
Viewers
different.
believe so too. But, as always, I'll let you be the judge on that.
I want to know
Had
what the
something
fuck they were
paranormal
playing.
occurred, or
judge it
had
as
something else happened
stupid.
here.
You close it.
Thanks for
No, I'm gonna
watching,
close
and
it.
I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
I'm gonna say this was a weak bub.
It was not the strongest. I mean, I did like how loud the light breaking though was. It reminded me a lot of Demonologist.
I liked when the guy dropped the phone. That was good.
That was good too. The piano key was a nice touch. I did like the piano key.
Yeah, that moved.
That
They
was
actually
good.
showed the camera on something when it happened.
I
That
know.
that was unique.
It was definitely different. It was definitely fucking different. But it was still shit. But
I'm curious how they did the piano key.
I still think
Like,
because that thing didn't look like
You
one that
could
would
get a
self
wire,
move.
but you'd have to be pulling it from like behind or down.
I have a theory, but
Okay.
it would be interesting. So they what do you call it? Gyroscoped it, so it was actually 2 shots. Because the camera's pretty stationary at that point. So
Oh, I see
it
what
was
you mean.
actually done, and they just put that spot on it. Essentially, yeah,
I could see it.
that'd be a technical way of
I
doing
could
it.
see
I don't
somebody
think he did that though, because that's just the easiest way to
keying
do it.
out.
I
Like
think.
you stand way to the side and push the thing down
Well,
from
no.
the edge
Well, no, because you go in there and
and then
you
key
could
it out.
green screen yourself, and then you just hit the button.
Don't
then
need to
you
bother green screening if you.
Then you
do 2
gyroscope
shots.
that spot. Well, as long as you're good at cutting your finger off.
You mean
it.
rotoscope, right?
Rotoscoping? Yeah, I don't know. I keep getting
Yeah.
gyroscope.
It sounds similar.
Why? I think he doesn't have that tech in him though. I think it was simple magician string.
It's part of okay. The guy who was shooting it. This is me peeking behind the curtain a bit. He was shooting it on TikTok. TikTok has a program called CapCut that lets you splice together 2 similar footages and then cut out pieces, like built into it natively.
Oh well, if he's doing,
I've seen
fucking
people do
that-
wilder shit than that with it.
Well, then he could have done it that way. I
That's
still
the way
think-
I would think because it's a consumer level tool that's free.
No fucking way. Did that already get leaked?
What are you talking about?
I went on CNN, and the Mario movie's leaked.
I would believe it. You kidding me?
Sometimes it takes a bit. But yeah, CNN's reporting that right now, since it literally just happened. Oh, it's not even that big of a file. They said they're reporting that it's 2 gig.
Go to 2 gig?
Yeah, it's a short
That
movie,
can't
dude.
be. That can't be any resolution. That is
It's
not
1080p.
HD.
It's 1080p. 2 gig,
At 2
1080p.
gig?
's- Yeah, it's about normal. Usually, it's about 1,000. It's a gig an hour. Gig an hour is usually 1080. What's going on, Deads?
Well, maybe better encoding nowadays than when I was
back then, no,
playing
back
with
you
it.
can't count.
Because I was about to say, like,
2005.
usually a movie's like 40.
Back in the day, in 2000 to 2010, usually you got your Axos, you got your.
I haven't downloaded a movie in a long time.
Well, I
If you were
just
cool,
read
you got
them.
MKVs, which are
No.
just a container for some other format.
Yeah, well, MKV is kind of trash though, because the only thing good about MKV is it had dual audio.
You could
at
have
the same time.
subtitles.
Well, that too, but it also had dual audio in it, which is why most people still use it. However, back in the day, it was 700 megabytes was the standard, and it was trash, garbage. Now it's about a gig an hour. Gig an
That's
hour is
pretty
pretty
impressive.
standard. That's the way you should at least rate it if you're looking at it. 1080p is usually around 1.5 to 2 gig for a movie. Unless it's like a Marvel movie, which is like 3 hours long sometimes. Then those movies, JW4.
Oh, also hi, Deadly.
No, CNN's not reporting that, cheese man. CNN is not reporting that, but you know. Things can happen from CNN. I mean, this is just what they're saying on their tech area. It was weird. Yeah. How about that? Did I do the thing I wanted to do?
I don't know. Did you?
Yeah, I did. Wow, that was unrelated. I don't know what I was getting at. I did reinstall my computer, so I got to reinstall every fucking thing later today. I'm gonna leave it going overnight.
That's fun.
It'll be done in an hour, probably.
Does that mean you can't do video game challenge today? Does that get the computer with that on that?
I'll throw you one. Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have my controller synced or anything.
No, that's fine. Don't even worry about it. I set up a special thing for this one, and that was very fun for it. But
no, I'd have to Bluetooth do all that shit, which I could do, but it's just me sitting there doing it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Worry about it for next time.
Yeah, so those who don't
Maybe
know,
I can
I reinstalled the
embellish it a bit
OS.
more.
Monday. Yeah, Monday good.
I
Wednesday
ROM hacked a game for you. I might ROM hack it further to change certain things in it more, since I have another week to work on it.
Yeah, you got another week. I mean, Monday we're good. Is there another? The only Monday that's kind of issued, I think it's the week of ToolCon, which we have plenty of time to figure out. That episode's gonna be weird.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how we're gonna do.
Because I'm probably in town for the Monday
after
that ToolCon ends. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also gonna be an issue. In fact, I hate to say it.
I don't know.
Those three episodes of that week is gonna be AIDS. So the 3rd, July 3rd, I'm not gonna be drinking.
Really?
Yeah, because I gotta go get shorn at 10 at night. Well, I could have beers. I can have beers. Beers are okay. I just can't spirit it.
I was going to say the funny way to set this up would be to try to do a remote stream from the vehicle with Shorn holding the camera.
For the 3-minute drive?
Is it only? Oh, yeah, you do live right next to the fucking airport.
Yeah, I know. No Uber from the airport? There is, but I'm not going to be a dick, man. I'll pick him up. It's going to be great for him, though, because of Shorn's kind of fucking himself anally. He's coming in on the 3rd, and he has to jet lag himself because we've got to wake up at like 9 in the morning the next day for 4th of July to go do the boating, to do all that stuff. And then he's coming home, and then I think I'm giving him to Sidewinder for 2 days. And then he's coming back, hanging out, and then we're going to fuck around, and then ToolCon starts. Please have a funny sign for Shorn. You think I'm getting out of my fucking car? Fuck that. Never gonna happen.
Just put a sticker on the side of your car with the UK flag on it.
Well, here's the thing. Who has the money to pay for parking?
I do, but I mean, that's different.
Well, you have the money, but what's the point? Like, you could park and then go meet them and then walk to your car, or just
not when you're picking somebody up.
That's what I'm saying. Who has the money to pay for parking? No, that's different.
Airport,
that's different. You're flying, you're leaving, your car's supposed to stay there. That's its function. But if you're picking someone up, why park your car, get out of it?
I've only done it once. That's not true. Twice.
I've done it
And it was
twice
because
when I was a
the person
child.
I was picking up was my girlfriend, and I was being cool.
Nope, bitch, get in the fucking car. I ain't fucking spending $20 on this parking spot. Get in the
No,
fucking
'cause I
car.
wanted to help with the luggage.
Don't even care. Hire the help. Get the fuck out here. Why are you bringing that much stuff? Nope, no time for that. I did it growing up to my step
Sorry, I'm
grandparents.
cool.
If they're cool, they can get their luggage
But
to the fucking thing. They already got the luggage
I'm
through the
going to
whole
be
airport.
very particular here. Anyone lower than the level of girlfriend/wife? No.
No, but here's the thing. If they were able to traverse the old airport
Well,
to get it, they could
maybe
traverse
my
it an
sister.
extra 50 feet.
If my sister came and flew here with her kids, I might get out and do that to help.
But they already had to go through the airport. How much help are you really being?
With the luggage and stuff.
I think you're making him walk further, though, because the parking is usually further away.
A little. No, the distance of walking isn't the issue. It's the stuff and managing everything.
Bah, put 2 Welsh flags in front of the car. No, I think, Monk, we got to get Welsh blankets. And that's what he's going to sleep in. If he wants to stay warm, he has to
It's got
cuddle up.
smallpox in it.
How much is a Welsh blanket? A Welsh flagged.
I mean, a bad one, probably $10.
Well, he needs to stay warm. Otherwise, it won't do anything.
No, just make it bad.
Welsh. Just make it like $30 for a fleece. Fleeces are warm, right? 24
Usually they're
bucks?
like the fluffy kind with like a
Yeah, maybe I'll just get him a bunch of Welsh flags.
like the sheets are Welsh flags. the
Everything's
pillows are.
the funny thing is my stepmom growing up was Welsh, and it was a whole thing. It was funny. She was a
That
piece
funny?
of shit. She was a piece of shit. Well, what's funny about
Ask
it?
Shorn if it's funny.
Here's story time. Here's story time. My dad is gonna hate that I tell this story. He'll never find out. But if you ever see him, laugh at him. So his name is spelt with 4 letters.
Okay.
Okay, this is relevant, and his birthday is in November.
Okay.
So he met this Welsh woman in America. She's here. She was a school teacher for 2nd graders or something. She had a 4-letter name that was the same letters.
Oh, in a different order.
In different
I
order.
assume.
Yes. And then I don't know if he got caught in this and he just lied and he just let it go through. But he also said his birthday was the same day as hers.
That seems a difficult lie to maintain
Well, hold
as
on.
you continue a relationship.
This gets fucky because he gets mad at us, which I didn't know his birthday anyway. I was fucking like 7. That we didn't remember his birthday because he changed it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Can I just do that? Wait, I mean, I've never considered. Could we just do that?
Change your birthday? I don't see why not.
Why not?
What's
I
gonna
mean,
stop
it's not
you?
going to change your age dramatically, right? Like, you're
No.
already old enough to do everything. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
does
it's
it matter at this point?
retirement will care.
I am never going to retire.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to die
AARP is gonna
working
care.
or die before then.
AARP's gonna care.
I am not going to live to retirement
Yeah, no.
age.
My point being is, one, he got mad at us for not remembering his fucking birthday that he changed. And 2, would you be trying to be that suave where you'd be like, hey, by the way, baby, not only have the same
Wait a minute. Now, like,
letters.
maybe let me think about this though, because you and I have almost the same birthday.
We do.
Perhaps the same grift has been run here by
Except
one of
for
us.
Our letters
But-
are very far off.
We'll
Well,
never know who's lying about when their birthday was.
Right? Right? But here's the key. I was grifting mine well before I already knew that I told everyone else my birthday this whole time.
Oh shit!
And then we all partied
You were running the
together.
long
The
con.
long con. Well, here's the thing too. That is it's so batshit about of that situation. That lady, that whammon, didn't know because my dad. I don't know how you hide this too.
Would one day grow up to be Hillary Clinton.
No, her son went to St. Cloud prison. I had a stepbrother.
Oh, that's fun.
And
that's
I should go.
totally
I'm
the same.
gonna go look if he's still there. But it was for selling drugs in St. Cloud University. But
Oh, that's bullshit.
what? He was a douche. She didn't know my dad got a vasectomy while they were still together. Like he went and secretly
Right, I
got
heard
one
about
up.
this. It's very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, didn't know. And I think she was poking holes and stuff. It was wild. Prison record.
I mean, go for it. Try your best.
I think it's
I challenge you.
what was their last names? It was this.
Oh, are you sending me something in Discord?
No,
Like,
no,
what
no,
are
no,
you
no, no, no.
doing?
I'm Googling it. I'm Googling to see. Here, I'll share it. I'll share it. Share.
You don't have to share it.
I don't give a shit. Not my criminal record. All right, let's see this guy. All right, how old? Oh, he's 34. I forgot he was so much younger than me, but I was a child even then. So I remember he had to take naps growing up. But he was only like they have 2-3 years younger than me, which is really weird to think. No, more than that. He's 4 years. So he still lives here, or did he move? He might be in Denver. I don't really know. Who is his? There we go. Here's his. She's 64. Is this the psycho kid that could be a serial killer? Yes, Blue. Oh yeah, Blue Cheese Man knows this person. So my ex stepmom is now a kindergarten teacher and lives
fun.
in YZ. Oh, she was an alcoholic. I forgot to mention this. So what she did.
Oh,
Well, hers was extreme, where it was so bad.
yeah. I guess alcoholism is when it's a problem.
Yeah, when it was a problem, where she drank. My dad had this like really expensive bottle of scotch, allegedly, and he was gonna drink it at like a good occasion, and she was not allowed to buy booze anymore. So what she did is she took it and drank that and kept it. It was in a box, right? And she would just keep.
Sure.
She drank it all, and I was like, "Aw, I would have loved to have that." Let me see if I could find this fucker. All right, let's try this. Let's just try. I mean, how? No way. This can't be them. It is not. We're going creep mode. I'm just gonna. Oh shit! LinkedIn. No face.
Is that like purple?
No. Now
Okay.
it is because I clicked it.
Good cover story.
All right. Well, I just remembered their fucking name. We're gonna say this word. That's her. Oh yeah, she does look 64. I'm so fucking.
I don't
mean.
want to be mean, but yeah, she looks 64.
Does this do anything? Let's click this button. Last time I saw her, Jesus Christ.
She has the look
This is
of
from
somebody who
11
peaked in
years
high
ago.
school.
This last time I saw her was 2003 or 4. Was at a Target near my house. Their profile's open. Jesus Christ. So let's see if
Oh,
we
yeah.
could, let's see if we, okay, we got not logged in.
Wow. St. Cloud, huh?
Yeah. But this
I
guy
almost went to that
could
school.
have been a serial killer. He
Everybody in the pictures that were showing up at the bottom looked like they were potentially serial killers. That's a serial killer?
certified anesthesiologist? No fucking way is this him. Is this him?
Software developer.
But why say anesthesia care? Oh, it's
Maybe-
chief technology officer.
Yeah.
There's no way this is him. No, he was in prison at this time. Could have been him. He was
How
in
do you
prison.
go from working at Best Buy
No,
to... Why
he
would
was-
you keep that on your resume at this point?
it's just LinkedIn. He was in prison at this time. At this time of day, he was in prison. I remember that. Does he live in my? No, it's Indiana. That scared the shit out of me. I'm like, does he live in my city?
In my city?
I don't know why I put that word. Yeah, my city. I'm just gonna put this in Minnesota.
Tool owns this town.
My
Tool
town.
runs Watertown.
I mean, this guy's a ginger. This guy's bald. Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding anything really about him, except for he might live
Probably
here.
because they've been to prison.
You'd think in prison I'd get his mugshot. Let's say, and mugshot. Let's check this out. 21 busted in drug sweep. Here we go.
So many purple links on that one.
What do you mean? I mean, I'm not. Oh, up there. Yeah, I just clicked those though.
Yeah. I know. A permanent marker of your sullied internet history.
Who gives a shit? I'll just reinstall Windows again. That wasn't any of them.
It's the only way to get rid of the porn.
Search public. I thought they had to have mugshots. Aren't those public record? Actually, I don't know his.
I mean, people publish those all over the place. I don't know if that still holds up though. Like times might have changed.
This is it. This is the kid. I don't know how to full
Show me
screen.
the serial number. Oh, that is the blurriest fucking picture I've ever seen.
I know, but I mean, that's all I got. There we
This
go.
is blurry with a watermark on it for the record.
Arrest texts. I mean, it wouldn't be weird if he became a cop. I just want to know if he got his life together,
As weird as you would think.
or if he, like, got fucked. The end. I don't know what we got here. Oh yeah, the Welsh thing. So yeah,
Welsh with serial killer people.
yeah. I mean, he was a weirdo. He did something weird to animals, I think. Oh yeah, he harassed cats. They used to have a cat, or two cats, I think, and they used to harass him, if I remember correctly. I was young. I don't remember. He also slept in a waterbed, and I honestly believe anyone who sleeps in a waterbed, unironically, honestly is fucked up, because that's bad for your back. They're not really comfy. The end. Fuck Welsh Shorn. In Minecraft. Well, I mean, that's all I got. I got nothing else. Talked about Tuacahn. We did all the other stuff. Cinco de Mayo's next week. Redfall's on
Is it
Game
really?
Pass. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo's on Friday next week.
Damn.
We're going to have margaritas. We're going to have margarita. I mean, that's really all. That's all.
That's what Cinco de Mayo is for.
Yeah.
It's Margarita Day in the United States.
I think Prime Directive is on Wednesday this week because of the Timberwolves, I guess.
You're
Unless they're
gonna
playing.
compete with my stream?
I didn't want to. It was
You son of a bitch.
It was, let's see, Timberwolves out of play. Like fucking Sidewinders, like if they're not doing well, hold on. If they lose, the final would be on Thursday. So they have to win tomorrow. So I guess we'll see. That's why it says TBD, I guess. So if they beat the Nuggets tomorrow, yeah, because the Nuggets just have to win once, and the Timberwolves somehow won yesterday. I kind of wish they didn't, because it's best of 7. I guess. I don't know how sports work. All the way from Amsterdam. Wait, what the fuck? But yeah, guys, I honestly would say, unless you guys want to spend it, Redfall will be on Game Pass May 2nd on launch. It's like your free trial of playing it for a month to see if we get bored of it. Margarita, no, that's Conti. He'd bring Margarita from.
I'm gonna probably play Redfall.
Well, yeah, I'm getting it. It's just I was like, I'll just
craving.
Game Pass it, because then if you play it a month and then you don't touch it again, it can go on sale for $10. Or just buy it new and support the developers. But I don't know.
They're getting money from Game Pass based on how many people download it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm curious about how good it's actually going to be. I'm going to play it. Like I play every game.
I've heard mixed ideas about it, but at game, like I'm $10 a month or whatever I'm paying. Like sure.
I thought it was 15. Is it 10?
I only have PC.
I have no idea.
And I think I got it at a discounted rate.
I did it the first time. Yeah, it's 10. It is 10. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be fun, probably. Hopefully. I'm hoping. I really need something new. I really need something good.
I don't know if it's going to be good, but I bet it'll be okay. I don't know. How do you feel about shooting up vampires with hero abilities?
I saw some of the mechanics already. I thought the IGN, who was the video I watched, they never played on a mouse and keyboard before.
Now, here's the problem.
He's the hit of Joyo, don't I, Daddy?
The problem is that the new Zelda game comes out like a week after.
Not playing it.
And that's going to be my life after that
That's
point.
stream bait.
No, it super isn't.
To me, it's
Nintendo.
stream bait. Yeah, Nintendo stream bait to me. It's the vibe they're giving off.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Very, 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 very stream baity. Also, I like how they're copy striking people. I think Nintendo's some of the best.
Yeah,
people
it's
in the
really
world.
stream bait. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They want you. It's like they're playing hard to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can't. Like you can and you can and you can't.
You
I always-
can't. Just don't.
No, you can. Just give it a shot.
Don't.
Everyone else
It's a
is.
cool way to get your shit taken off or demonetized.
No,
Don't
it's
do it.
fine. The thing that's funny about them though is they had a feature of the I think we talked about it, but I forgot. We never got to that point because we got sidetracked. The Wii U, one of its big features for Mario Kart was you could upload your kick-ass clips to YouTube. Like it was in the feature. You click one button and it will auto upload it for you to your YouTube channel that you linked. But if you did that, which was a built-in feature of Mario Kart for the Wii U, they copy striked it. Or they flagged it. All mine got blocked after doing it. Like pretty fast.
You had Nintendo videos up? Wait, sorry.
A long time ago. But yeah, I think they're still on my account, just blocked. I don't think you can look at them. Let me look. They're real old. Because that's how old the Wii U is. Oh my god, the pedophile, you can't come back home. I forgot about that guy. Let's see here.
Ooh woo. Wait, no, that's not the right.
No, there's
if I gotta do an ooh woo, I gotta do the ooh woo right. Hold up.
For a fucking pedophile?
Don't block my stream, Daddy Nintendo.
Very robotic. Let's see if I can find this.
Supposed to be.
All right, we're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. We're getting okay. Now we're real close. So it happened on. Yeah, they got June 13th, 2014. I wonder if I could play this. Why did I even upload this? Is it the whole level? Yeah, so here's one of the features. Hold on, I'll share it to you again. This will be the closer. Then we're gonna go because I'm gonna eat a thing. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat something.
All right, so you got blocked for Mario Kart footage.
Yeah, this is the thing that was blocked. That's still privated. Let me just do this. This is it. Like you literally go in the Wii U and you click share. Well, sick angles.
Oh yeah, this is the post-race replay.
Yep. Look, and even on the top. Look at the watermark in the top right corner.
Yeah, the Mario Kart TV.
Yeah, and they fucking banned this shit. Oh shit! I'm streaming Nintendo. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm already banned, guys.
I told you not to do it,
All
bro.
right, well, guys, it looks like it was a good run. We had our ups and downs and our aids. All right, guys.
I warned you. I warned you about Nintendo.
Tomorrow, something.
I have to go into work tomorrow. It sucks.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I had to work tonight.